Bye bye, The song is dedicated to Evelyn Samson Janyini. They are Grugo, Karojayina, happy birthday, Evelyn. Evelyn Samson Janyini. The answer Mo Sagesiana did not one on you. The garage answer again. You know, someone Siano Ruti, a quantity, Yabble to the bow or a daddy. One rule and day, Salamon, one rule and day, as soon as be a garage socio. All socio. Garage socio. Oh, yes, I get yes, I get someone. Yeah, Ruti was young and happy birthday, Rombo. Evelyn Samson Janyini. Happy birthday. Happy Janyini, happy birthday. I'm a great Jamwaya boy. So they play, you know. Get out of one more. You are never more run and boys. Monday, more run your summer. Evelyn, I don't know. Monday, we are so poor on your summer. Poor on your summer. Poor on your summer. Poor on your young boy. But Evelyn, one ya boy. Was your devil on your moya? Was your book on my bowl on your moya? So devil not through a book on your moya. So I only want as I knew ya, there quick carry on something blind. I said, Mama, there may blind. All I saw one jar, as I didn't want jar. I'm upon you when you're not too bad. I'm a sad devil, they am upon you one jar. They could hear, and then bread, they are upon you one jar here. When I get here, no one swan down. Emily, no one swan down. Money's I pass one flowing on this way. Get up, a good now. Innocent good now. Carajania sign good business. Garona to Anonio, Emily. Garona to Anonio, to Anonio, to Anonio. Emily, not bad, I had you. More carab for you. More second for you. Earlier, socio. Socio. You know, said Yatica. You blame your friend and need one on you. You don't know one. You know, said Yatica. You're probably double my name, me. One table, my own, everybody something. Socio, carriage, I say it. No, you're never. Say one on the Raja in as I say, Manager Paniswa. The song is dedicated to Evelyn Samson Janyini. They are Grugo, Arujayina, happy birthday, Evelyn.
Garona tu anu nyo, Ewali. Garona tu anu nyo,
Socio. You know, say, Yatika. Don't blame your friend, they need one on you. You don't know, Mama. You know, say, Yatika. You're probably double my name, me. One table, am I? Oh, I want something. Socio, Garoja, and Psychic. No, you're the
One, two, mic check. Let's see. I'm getting feedback. 1, 2, mic check. All right. Let's see. My device is frozen on this side. I should be able to put my stuff on the screen. All right, guys, give us a second.
Good evening, my friend. Clear voice, clear mind. From coast to the world, we keep it refined. Step by step we rise, with purpose in view. Every word is steady, every promise true. Hear that calm in the room, feel that steady light. We speak with one voice, we stand upright. Voice of Sinoe in the diaspora. Voice of Sinoe in the diaspora. Warm, strong, and sure, we carry it far. Hosted by God, Sayopole, esoteric. Hosted by God, Sayopole.
Hey, hold on there and listen. The biggest online platform is back and we are ready. It's the Voice of Sinoe in the Diaspora, your one-stop for information, debate, and discovery. Join us every Thursday at 12 o'clock p.m. EST, 4 o'clock p.m. GMT, and 12 midnight in the Philippines, where power, progress, and the people take center stage. The program is with your host, Dasayapora Esoteric, the mouthpiece of the God, and your Braden co-host, Shadowsnet. They are bringing the heat, the truth, and the talk every single week with spotlight polls, education, politics, and so much more. Listen and listen very well. The program features deep dives and critical analysis from Patrick Bolu and Pickens Jadia. Don't miss out. Catch us live on Facebook and YouTube. Just search Voice of Sinoe in the Diaspora. The program is every Thursday, and you know why? We bring the conversation to you. Voice of Sinoe in the Diaspora, where your voice matters.
So it means I didn't steal the money. It means that they were lying on me. That is it. You do any other kangaroo arrangement, just come for me. I'm a free man. I'm not involved with the kids. Day after tomorrow, I'll go tell the judge I want to travel. Go see my children, come back. I'm going to present myself to him to go.
Tolerism or whatever to tolerate.
Okay, forget that one now. We understand.
And then when you come and talk about tolerism or whatever to tolerate.
In a day, my parents have the same 24 hours that your parents have. Everybody's parents chose their profession. Mine chose politics. So how is it that I really don't understand what crime we committed?
Poverty, and then we giving $500,000 to the speaker for entertainment budget. That should not be. We cannot say that we want to arrest poverty and then the JFK hospital, the most important medical facility in Liberia, gets $9 million and six political offices, president, vice president, speaker, deputy speaker, chief justice, pro tem, get $11 million. We cannot say we are here to arrest poverty when $2,000 a month goes to gas slips to lawmakers. It's impossible to develop the country when you're playing politics with the budget. And right now, the budget, like it has been for so many years, continues to serve politicians over the ordinary people. We as a country
don't mind them. They don't live here. We live here. We know what we want for our people. When you are walking a long distance and you have a lot of dogs barking at you, if you stop to throw rocks at each dog, you will not reach.
Many times you think that we are so corrupt, we're eating all your money, so that's why your life is not changing. I want to agree with you partially, but only 20% of the stealing that everybody's stealing is responsible for you to be poor. 80% of the reason you are poor is not the corruption that you're talking about every day. It's only 20%.
The economic life in Sinoe County. Which part of the district are ready? What is your economic activities if I want to move to Sinoe?
Basically, the county is a dead county, totally dead, no life. People are just pretending to live. The so-called logging companies that are into the county are exploiting the forests. Our county, since I became representative, the county have never received a dime.
Ask you this, Mr. Cummings, are you gay, adjective, or are you a gay now?
So I'm gonna maybe use an abusive word on your program.
No, please don't.
Accusation is complete bullshit. Sorry.
No, please.
And I will not use it again. I had to say that, but now I would say BS maybe.
Patrick, your audio.
Yes. Yes, it is good.
Good, good. All right, all right. Let's bring Perkins on here. Hey, Perkins.
Yes, sir.
How you doing, buddy?
Good morning, fellas. Good morning. Good to be back.
Hey, looking all fresh. You're looking all fresh, my man.
Thank you, thank you. You guys look good as well. Brand new day.
Patrick looking fresh as well. Patrick
Oh
came
yeah,
with
oh
A game
yeah.
today. Why didn't you come with my A game today? Oh, you looking all good, man. I'm happy to have you guys. How you doing?
Your accent's always, you know, you still doc, you know, you're doing your thing.
Okay, let's get some opening talk here. Patrick, what's up? How is it, Liberia?
Well, Liberia is calm. Liberia is progressing. Liberia is also challenging, and Liberia is Liberia, and the people are moving their activities. And I mean, it's a post-independence, time and period now. People are getting back on track. People are regaining, their time. People are returning to work, and everything is what it is actually.
All right, everything it is what it is. Let get Perkins. That's some opening thoughts, man. We missed you last week. We missed you last week.
I know. I thought I was gonna make it, and then I realized I had an appointment that fall into our show schedule, and it was late for me to communicate that. But everything is fine from my end. Everything's going well. A lot of breaking news from Liberia. A lot of information to discuss today. I saw Shelly was on the show. She joined you guys from Egypt. I hope she's not in Japan now. We got it once she
will join Charlotte. She's coming on. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but I can't wait for us to discuss a lot of the things that are going on in Liberia. And like I said yesterday on your post, you posted that that was one of my talking points. I can't wait to also discuss that as well. But so far, everything's good.
Great. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Voice of Sinoe in the Diaspora with Esoteric, Perkins, and Patrick. As usual, we are filled with excitement, with elation, with euphoria, with all the big words that you can think of. We are happy to be here to do what we do. We enjoy what we do. And yeah, so we also want to say we appreciate you for taking out your time to come here as well to listen to us. You do not have to agree with us. I mean, the show is open to you. If you have counter argument, if you want to give your input, all you have to do is say, Doc, send me the link or put the number up as you can see right now and call in, whichever option you're okay with. You want to say, I mean, the platform, it was created for us to communicate, for us to have a discussion about Sinoe, Liberia, Africa, and the world. All right, so that's why we are here today. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube page. We have a lot of videos out there. I want to say we appreciate you. Our channel is growing gradually. Right now we have 400 subscribers, and let's push it to 500. Please, let's do that. So tell your friends, Voice of Sinoe in the Diaspora. That's our YouTube page, and go there and subscribe to it. We really appreciate that. All right, Patrick and Perkins. Usually we start with commercials and stuff like that. So let's get into our commercial. But there was a little girl, Liberian girl that passed away in Philadelphia, together with some American girl. I think they were in a vehicle coming from New Jersey. They were involved into a vehicle accident, and today is the funeral in Philadelphia. I was trying to open the stuff my wife sent to me, but it's not opening for some reason. Yeah, but I want to say our sympathy to the family. It's difficult. Yeah, young lady, very she was energetic, she was ambitious. I think I was told she had her own salon and stuff like that in Philly. Yeah, and she tragically passed away. But the family, they are having the funeral today in Philadelphia, and our hearts, go out to the family. All right, so Perkins, Patrick, let's do it this way again, like we always do. Let me start from this angle. Still manipulating my device here. Yeah, but today is the, of course, the anniversary of the great Dr. Yapoda Esoteric. My wife, is our wedding anniversary today. August 1st, it was the day we got married in Wilmington, Delaware. So guys, if you want to do a shout out, so I'll be the last man to do a shout out to myself and my wife. So let's do Patrick first.
Yeah, so this is a glorious matrimonial moment for the great couple. I call you, the best couple so far, the happiest couple, humanitarian couple, and the Christ-like couple. So we are just happy to celebrate you today. You're your wife, says Bodu, and I just want to ask God that this marriage, there are hundreds of marriages crashing out there every day. Some marriages only stay 3 months, some stay 6 months, some stay a year. But this has gone 3 years and going beyond. Going beyond 3 schools plus 10. This marriage is going beyond 3 schools plus 10. And and we'll continue beyond 3 schools plus 10. So I just want to say happy anniversary to you. The best couple, the best family so far, God. And all the best. Please treat your wife as always, of the faithfulness, the love, the care, and everything you continue to give her. And as she in return, treats you with that faithfulness, love, care, and everything you deserve as a husband. And together, you have been sanctified, by love, in holy matrimony. And I want to say again, may many emulate your marriage.
Yeah, Patrick's internet is cracking out. It's too early for that, Patrick. All right, so Perkin, let me bring you on here. When Patrick is back, we can eye into the screen.
Yeah, I think that the last vocabulary you spoke about the internet gave up. Hey, Doc, you already know, my man. You know how I feel about you. We are brothers. We came from a long. Patrick, and your thoughts? Yeah, come on.
Sorry. Yeah, so may many walk in your shadows. May many walk in your shoes for the prosperity, fruitfulness, and success of their own marriages. I want to say again, congratulations on your 10th anniversary, and happy anniversary to you, Doc and Balu.
Thank you, Balu. Thank you. Appreciate it. Okay, Perkins.
Yes, Doc. Like I was saying, my man, with family, now you one of the guys that our young folks are looking up to follow your lead when it comes to doing many things. When we had the inauguration here a few months ago, I had a one-on-one talk with the honorable man, Pastor Gatti, and he told me a lot of things about you. And one of the key things that I took from there was your level of accountability, and your reliability. You are the Sapo land. Rely on you. You are reliable. And that's a good trend, my brother. So let's continue doing what we're doing. I want to say happy anniversary to you and your beautiful wife. May the universe continue to shadow you guys with its many blessings. As the saying goes, he who find a wife find a beautiful gossip partner. So, you know, you and the first lady are doing well. Every marriage guy own turns, but you know, you hold it down and she holds you down. That's what it's about. Continue doing what you guys doing. Like I said, may the universe continue to protect, provide you guys with its many blessings. Happy anniversary once again, my dear brother.
Thank you, Perkins. Appreciate it. Yeah, so I wrote a post this morning, and I'm saying avalanche of comments on the post. I want to say thank you to all of you out there and celebrating with us. Your comments, your likes, your love. We want to say thank you for all you do for us. To my gorgeous wife, I want to say happy wedding anniversary to us. I want to say thank you for accepting my proposal when I popped the question, for enthusiastically answering yes. And up to now, the yes still stands, and it's going to go in until eternity, if that is the case, you know. But honey, I want to say thank you so much for being my wife. Thank you for being a good partner. Thank you for, like my man Perkins would say, gossip partner, even though we don't gossip, you know. I don't like gossip. So, but we make a good team, and that's how I see it. So, honey, thank you. After the show, you know, I'm dedicated to the people of Sinoe County. That's why I'm here. But after the show, we have to go somewhere, and we have our honeymoon. There's something I wanted to show Patrick. Patrick, you know, I do the thing before. Look at that picture. You know, put your woman's shoe on. Perking, as soon as the woman dressed, that they say, baby, I'm in the living room waiting for you. Just kidding. Yeah, but honestly, on the honey, I want to say thank you so much, and to all of you, our supporters out there, I want to say thank you so much. And we are looking up to many more. We want to be the role model to you guys, you know, as a spokesperson of the elders and the ancestor, to talk to me every day. And so I must do the right thing, you know, to set a good example. But that being said, let's transition to something else. I want to also do a shout out to my cousin, and that's Jemo Zarza. Jemo also celebrated her birthday some part of last week. So Jemo, who want to say happy, Patrick will say belated, happy belated birthday, or belated happy birthday to you, and we wish you many more years. Guys, not to hold you guys, I just want to do a quick shout out so we can go to our next thing. The next one, I want to do a shout out to the vice president of USAA Delaware Valley chapter. That's Charlotte Johnson. Charlotte Johnson also celebrated her birthday, our VP, and we want to say many more happy years to our VP. All right, so those are the shout out I get. If you're celebrating your birthday, anniversary, whatever out there, we want to say happy birthday to you, or happy wedding anniversary to you. All right, guys, let's get into our discussion here. The team parking is not visible right now. So let's get into our first talking point here. Patrick, are you set to go, man?
Absolutely set to go. I'm set to go.
Good. I try to make sure that your internet is good. Let me add Perkins back. All right, guys. So let's get into our first talking point here. But before that talking point comes, you know how we do it. It's a breaking news. We'll be right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Voice of Sinoe in the Diaspora. The breaking news, the first breaking news, that we have a lot of breaking news here for you today. The first breaking news, Bekube, the country giant, the African giant, the man I would call the father of Liberian democracy, the father of modern day Liberian democracy, George Weah. The former president of Liberia, I think the most celebrated person so far on the African continent. George Weah is currently in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and he let the cat out of the bag officially. Okay, officially, the former president declared his intention to run again for the presidency of the Republic of Liberia. But before we bring the great man on to hear from him, let's do this quickly. Something that I want us to listen to before we bring the great man on here.
Everything we have built together.
That's the great man of George Weah, their battle cry, if you want, if you like, is when you're energizing the base in Philadelphia. One more before we go into our discussion. Let's get the statement itself from the former president.
Everything we have built together, hand in hand, chapter by chapter, sacrifice by sacrifice, I will be a candidate for the presidency of the Republic of Liberia in 2029. With your support and blessings and the mandate of the Congress for Democratic Change, I made this declaration because I have watched alongside you as everything we have labored to build has been placed on threats. And I refuse to stand on the sideline while our country is dismantled before our eyes.
Okay, Perkins and Patrick, there you have it, was the former president. He can stand by for everything that the bill to be dismantled before our eyes. Patrick, your internet can be glitching out. Let's get you in. What do you make of the major announcement from the former president of Liberia?
Yeah, I think the announcement fundamentally aligns with our Constitution, basic fundamental rights, all right, to participate freely in the democratic space of the nation. So, former President Weah enjoys the right to declare and to contest and participate in the constitutional, democratic process of our nation. What it does now is that at least it puts an end to speculations as to whether he will contest or not. So now that he has declared, is now with the cat out of the bag now. It puts the former president now in a position whether whether he's going to form a new coalition. What are the parties that are really going to be aligning with the CDC, and how he intends to reshape his policy? Okay, the lessons learned from his first presidency, right? The rejection by the Liberian people, how he now puts all the broken pieces together to form a team, to form a realignment and make corrections, of all the mistakes. So this one, I think, it now puts every Liberian in the know of a two-horse race, in Liberia in 2029. And obviously, with George Weah on the ballot, with George Weah himself on the ballot, it makes the race in 2029, very, very, tough. It makes the race very, very formidable. And I don't know, in the event even it is President Boakai who is on the ballot in 2029 at a roughly age 84 or 85. A roughly age 84, 85, with Weah, who is about who may be about 66, 65 or 66 at a time. And that competition, that comparison will really play out. And then on the other hand, the achievements of the current president and the achievements of the past president, all right, the challenges of the current president, the setback of the former president, all will be compared and contrast. And the Liberian people, I think, they will judge from reality that, in making a decision. But Weah's declaration of intent to contest, I think, it just now makes Liberia, prepare for a formidable race in 2029. That will be very, very toxic. Our race will be formidable, but it will be very toxic politically. It will be very, very, intellectually chaotic, because it will be a war for war, to win the minds of the people again, for the next 6 years.
Okay, Patrick, before I bring Perkins in, though, if you were to prognosticate, to predict, what would be your prognostication?
Well, I think in 2029, we will be secondary. Okay, it'll be secondary. Only little mistakes. His comeback.
All right, Patrick is having issues there. So Perkins, let me try him one more time.
Yeah, chances based on the failure of the Unity Party government. Take for instance, one of the fundamental factors that led to Weah's
all right, we're gonna bring Patrick back when he's let's see again. He says he's struggling today.
Yeah. The charge of narcotic trafficking in 2023, that charge was too severe. The Liberian people could not understand the intricacy of the drug trafficking thing and how it's been fought. They didn't understand it, and they brought the charge. All right. So now with what happening as well, too, perhaps that could be a repair. That could be a repair to his political career. That what happened really was not just Weah's fault. It was a maybe global phenomenon, or maybe it was something that it was a national issue that was to be handled by all hands on deck. So so
Patrick, you didn't answer the question. Who do you think is going to win the election? The incumbent or George Weah?
The equipment is likely to win. The equipment is likely to win. But in case of anything to the contrary, Weah wins. Anything to the contrary, Weah wins. But the equipment is likely to win.
Okay, let's bring Perkins on here. Perkins, the former president is officially in the race for 2029. He made it clear, unambiguously clear to the Liberian people and the world. What is your take? Do you think George Weah should come back, or you just sit back? What would you say? Would you support his campaign, or you are against him? What did I hear from you?
When George Weah won the presidency the first time, some of us were not in Liberia, so we did not physically vote. But this is the part we play. I remember sending $710 to my community group to organize all the people in the yard and beyond to pay their way, buy food and eat, and go vote. So that the part we play in bringing George Weah into presidency the first time. George Weah pronouncing that he will be on the ballot 2029, it's not strange to me, because his supporters will have convinced him that they need to get back in power to complete what they started or to do some of the things they didn't do. You know, I used to, at first, I had this thought process, and I used to blame the Liberian electorates. And I said the voters in Liberia, I used to agree with almost everybody. They like poverty. They will go and elect corrupt leaders. And then when the corrupt leader come to power and start to corrupt, then they complain. But after I did some research and did some studies, I come to understand that the Liberian voters are not the problem. The problem is there is no honest politician in Liberia. The people that vote in Liberia don't have a choice. It's either you elect George Weah, you elect Joseph Boakai, or you elect Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. Either one of them you elect, corruption will go on. So it's not like there's a good choice given to the people and they turn their back on good choice and take bad choice. No, all the choices presented to the people are bad. They just got to make one. For instance, they go on election, there were about 3, 4, 5, 6 representatives and few senators that the people fire. They didn't vote for them. So the mindset was we change the House of Representatives and the Senate will change and we'll put some new people in there. They'll bring some new ideas and the corruption will stop. No. Everything stayed the same. Nothing has changed. So regardless of who the people elect, the system will remain the same. And that's sad. George Weah says he will not stand on the sideline and watch, you know, the things that he built to get dismantled. Well, yeah, he's kind of right. Now that Joseph Boakai government is trying to arrest the drugs issue, George Weah don't want to stay on the sideline and see that the cartel that used to send drugs to his government and distribute it and go scot-free. He doesn't want to stand by and see them being targeted or dismantled by Joseph Boakai government. He missed dancing buka. He missed making music or playing Ludo. He has so many weird projects in the country. Bro, George Weah is the biggest disgrace Liberia I've ever seen. And the question you asked, Patrick, George Weah might get elected again in Liberia because they don't have a choice. But the biggest mistake Liberia ever made was to make that dude a president.
So that Perkins, while you're in speech, let's get a couple of things clear here. So when you say you send $700 to Liberia, who did you support at the time? That's $7.
Obviously.
You supported George Weah.
Yes.
And now you are saying the man is the biggest disgrace.
Biggest disgrace ever.
Aren't you also referring to yourself?
Well, I made the wrong decision because I thought George Weah, with everything Liberia have been through, with the love we got for him, not on the politics side, we thought he was coming to be the change that Liberia needed. It was the biggest mistake.
So Perkins, what is it that you wanted him to have done that he did not do?
Okay, Dak.
Yeah.
When George Weah left power, he have several of his cabinet ministers that are on international sanction today. And it's not because the American government don't like them personally or individually. It's because of corruption. Rampant corruption. The drugs issue we got going on right now, there was $100 million drugs issue in Liberia on Weah government with guns, a lot of guns and ammunition as well. According to the government report, individuals was arrested, prosecuted.
Perkins, you are dodging my question. What is it that you wanted George Weah to have done that he did not do?
But I'm explaining to you.
No. I mean, instead of going on a tangent, tell us what is it that you wanted for which you spend your $700. What is it that you wanted you to have done?
We expected George Weah to fix the bread and butter issue in Liberia and to tackle the major economic issues in Liberia, like to work on the running water issue, electricity, building roads, building hospitals, schools, or at least the so-called that he conquered in the war, make it a priority. Start to build one institution that can teach children from scratch.
Okay, Perkins, let's be fair to this brother, right? Let's first, before we criticize the man, let's look at what he did versus what he did not do, right?
Yeah.
All right. So when you talk about building schools,
one of the very first thing I expected George Weah to do after we have learned that Ellen Johnson Sirleaf confessed that her son, Robert Sirleaf, broke down no car. She didn't say, no, that's allowed. She confessed it, I would take the fault because my son took all the money and ran away. One of the very first things I expected George Weah and CDC to do was to investigate Ellen's government. I always go back to this. Judy Bryant was an interim president for 2 years. When Ellen took over, help me with the war I'm trying to find. Doc.
What word? I'm not in your head.
Right. Okay. Audit. I'm trying to find audit.
Okay.
Now, Ellen took power after Judy Bryant was interim president for 2 years. What Ellen did, she audited Judy Bryant. She sent for West African Auditing Group to audit Judy Bryant. They find, according to the findings, that Judy Bryant embezzled $1.something million or $2.something million. The court sent a subpoena to Judy Bryant. Judy Bryant did not honor the subpoena. He was arrested. He was arrested. He went to jail. He made a bond. He came out a free man. That case was ongoing when Judy Bryant mysteriously died. Now, I'm saying that 2 years as an interim president, Ellen was able to audit the man. Ellen ran the country for 12 years. And then you come into power and you refuse to audit that particular government that set the precedence of audit before you. That in itself tells me that they were all for total disaster. They were all to steal. And that's why they never bothered auditing the past government. That was the biggest failure they started with. But like I said, all the things we expected George Weah to do, he did worse. My man, within 6 months, the man broke down in 9th Street House and started building condominium all over the place. In 6 months, he got 6 years to go. He took 6 months to do all of that.
So do you support the current administration?
I support when they do good. I don't support when they do bad. I'm not.
Perkins, do you support the Corey administration? I'm not saying, do you tell me the bad and the good? I said, do you support the Corey administration?
No, but what I'm telling you, Doug, I don't support them in all categories. If they
No, I'm not saying you. Do you support the policy? Do you support the Corey administration? Generally speaking, do you support the Corey administration?
Of course, I'll support every government that comes to power in Liberia that wants to do better for the Liberian people. But if you are not doing the right thing, then we're not support that particular policy.
Is it fair to say? Is it fair to say, because since you are supporting the Corey administration, you are recounting? I agree with you on that. For George Weah should not build his own house, right? But will you also say it's a disgrace on the part of Joseph Boakai, 1 or 2nd year in office and building $10 million of a mansion in Foya? Will you say it's a disgrace on his part as well?
It's not only a disgrace, it's a broad daylight robbery. The fact that Joseph Boakai government is still unable to explain how the $10 million home is being built, that is exactly what George Weah did from the beginning of the year. So that is a disgrace.
But Perkins, I'm seeing your pattern here. Every time you bring a government to us, the government is corrupt. You supported George Weah, you spent $700. And now you are coming to us, the administration was a disgrace. And you are telling us you're supporting the Corey administration again, and they are also looting for us. So why should we take it seriously?
Okay, so when I begin my thought, I make you to understand that the Liberian voters are not the problem because they don't have a choice between good and bad. The only choice that have been presented to them is all bad. You remember when I said that?
No, but Frankie, you're acting that like the voters are a bunch of dummies. And besides that, Liberian politics is not dualistic like America, where you only have two parties. You have multiple parties in Liberia. You have multiple candidates in Liberia that contest. And then the people decide to choose a person, and you say the people don't have a choice. I don't think that's fair analysis.
That's my analysis. Doc, I'm telling you, with all the presidential aspiring that have been or the past president, the people don't have a choice, because if they choose Ellen, she will steal. If they choose Boakai, he will steal. If they choose Weah, he will steal. So regardless of who they choose,
but you got
condition will not change.
You got Simeon Freeman. You got Gongolo. I mean, there are other candidates that were in the race. So how can you say that the electorates don't know? I mean, they don't know any better. They are all presented with bad choices when there are other choices that at least they are clean so far as we know. Like Gongolo, for example.
George Weah was clean. He was not a politician. His hands was clean. He is credited to uniting Liberia after the war through soccer. He is credited to that. He was an ambassador. George Weah was the cleanest candidate we could ever find. He is the most corrupt.
Up to now, would you not say he is clean?
George Weah?
Yeah.
No.
Why?
Because he's corrupt.
Frankie, what evidence can you show, at least from the legal perspective, that says that George Weah is corrupt, besides speculation?
Okay, I don't think these are speculations. Like I stated earlier, several of his cabinet ministers are on international sanctions. Is that a lie? Is that a speculation?
That's propaganda.
Hold on. Is that a speculation?
That's propaganda.
That is not even propaganda. No. You cannot say propaganda.
Listen to my language. You honestly, I said from the legal perspective, putting government official on sanction. America has sanctioned practically every country in the world. So why should we take that? It's not a legal, it's a political decision. I think I had a discussion with Milton Shipway the other day. He used that same thing, but it's all international politics. It's not legal. It's not
you can call that international politics. But as far as we know, internationally, morally, we know America is the world superpower. They have a reason to come to your country and help you, and they have a reason not to help you. If you are doing the wrong thing, it's not going to help you. So let us not put this into politics. Now,
if we use America as an example, then the whole world is messed up, because America has sanctioned practically, with the exception of a few countries in the world. But all the countries in the world, America, Russia, China, Cuba, once you have different philosophy, America will sanction you. So why should we take, America's sanction as a legal basis to say that, George Weah is corrupt, or
because America is the global standard?
No, it's not. But okay, let me get, if you want to end your talk, go ahead so I can come in.
Legally, George Weah, finance minister, is still back and forth in court.
The last time we checked, he was exonerated by the court.
No, not the last time we checked. The last time we checked, the jury that exonerated him, most of them are in jail because he tampered with them. That was the last time we checked.
That's a different subject. But as far as we know, the record that we have right now,
it's the same subject.
Samuel Toure was acquitted according to the court.
Okay, right now, the case that is ongoing, as far as everybody knows, Samuel Toure right now, the jury that acquitted him, those jurors are in jail because Samuel Toure tampered with them. That is what
you don't have evidence to that effect.
So when the court studied the case and said yes, there was jury tampering that went on, and those jurors were sentenced to Saw Beach. And then he said no evidence. What evidence do you need?
Again, Perkins, I want to separate the two things, right? After the men were acquitted, it's after the fact, right? The men were acquitted after, okay, and then they came by and say, "Oh, the jury did something." Okay, between you and the jury now, between the court and the jury, it has nothing to do with Samuel Toure. He can't implicate if you already exonerated a man.
How can you say that? The only reason why we even talking about
you said the man's a free man. That's why I'm saying that.
No, the only reason why we even talking about jurors is because of Samuel Toure. You cannot separate the two. Now, Samuel Toure. Okay, let's put it in our plain English. Samuel Toure pay the jurors to acquit him.
That what they said?
Guilty verdict.
That what the court said?
He bribed them. Yes.
Is that what the court said for which they incarcerated the guys?
Yes.
Did the court adduce any evidence to that effect to say, you know what, we got X amount of money from Samuel Toer and gave it to the jurors? Is that
okay? Yes, I would believe so. Because
okay,
if the
you
court,
believe, that's a belief. That's a belief. It's not a fact.
I don't have the evidence in my hand, but
okay,
the court will not.
Perky, if you don't have the evidence, don't indict somebody.
No, not me. I did not indict him. The court indicted him.
The court indicted him, or the government indicted him, and he was taken to court, and the court said you are free. So whatever happened between the court and the juror, Samuel Toer has nothing to do with that.
The same court the same court that the jurors presented their not guilty verdict to. The prosecutor said, "Listen, these jurors have been tampered with. We have evidence that they were using their cell phone, their messages, and people have seen them communicating. And so let's call them back and investigate them." The court called them back. The court investigated them. They confessed to the crime, that they were tampered with, that they were compromised. And so the court
that is not a top subject, so I don't want us to dwell too much on it. But the fact of the matter is, this is a political case, and the government is doing everything and anything to get Samuel Toer incarcerated. Or
that's your opinion.
In prison.
That's your opinion.
Okay. All right, I agree. That's my opinion. That's what I'm saying, because the court, what I'm seeing from this is the first time to see, at least from the Liberian history, right? To see a court adjudge somebody not guilty, and then later on they say, "Oh no, we'll make a mistake. The juror will temper away." That what kind of justice system is that? All right, now let's get justice system.
And lastly, before we go to the next topic, if we are out here trying to talk to our people, for them to be wise enough not to vote for people like Sonny Noah, according to you, who is corrupt, Meton Tieye, who went to court and was convicted, and other political leaders, especially in Sinoe County, but you are here supporting George Weah on a government. Liberia is now a drug country. It didn't start from Joseph Boakai time. You are supporting CDC, that we know those hungry looters of our country. Those are the people you are supporting back into power. So you have no moral ground ever again to accuse other leaders of being corrupt, because you're supporting corruption. So if we are going to discuss different topics, and every time you attack any other person, it doesn't mean I'm supporting corruption. But if you attack any other person, I will bring you right back to this conversation, that you have no moral ground to attack anybody about corruption, because you're supporting corruption in Liberia. Let that be known.
Okay, thank you. All right, guys. Let me get my take on the topic. I appreciate your counter argument. All right. So the issue of George Weah declaring, like Patrick Wright put it, it is the constitutional right of the former president to come back. I mean, you see, our country today, it is what it is. If the equation was the other way around, Liberia would have been in chaos. It was the former Unity Party or candidate or president, Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, that brought war to our country, because they could not win an election democratically. So they sponsored Charles Taylor to bring war. Okay, the same Unity. Joseph Boakai was the president under George Weah. The election that George Weah conceded with few votes, if that was the other way around, Liberia would have been in chaos. So I respect George Weah for conceding, for holding our country together. All right, that's something I support. That's what most African countries don't do. We had Yahya Jammeh in Senegal or Senegambia. The man declared, "Oh yeah, I concede them tomorrow." The next day he came by and said, "No, I made a mistake." You know, George Weah is the only African president I know so far. Maybe somebody can correct me, that consider the incumbent and consider election. That is a good thing. And I want that man to come back, so that when he does not win, or when he wins, our country will remain peaceful. Okay. Now, the reason I think George Weah coming back is a good thing. We had Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, the Unity Party that Perkins is supporting right now. Okay. They led the country 12 years with Joseph Boakai as the vice president. And what did they do? America went as far as canceling all the debt that Liberia owed. The people could not do anything for the Liberian people. All mail was in the country, pumping millions, if not billions of dollars in the country. The economy was booming. These people could not build one street going to Perkins County, Sinoe County. They could not do that. Even Joseph Boakai own county, that man could not carry road to Foya, the place now that he's building, mansions for himself, $10 million, 4 years in office. And somebody is telling me, George Weah, who built us the investable park, who built us a military hospital across, even in Bopolu used to be part of Nima, part of Lofa County before. You got brand new hospital right now in Lofa County, or Bopolu if you want to call it. The 13 military hospital. You can go how you call it? Housing the man built for the people. They call it low income housing. The man built all those things in less than, I can say 5 years, because COVID took portion of the man administration. The whole world was shut down. This man, in less than 6 years, I can say, because COVID again took 1 year, the man was able to achieve all these things. And somebody is telling me this man failed. Okay, what did the people that stay in power for 12 years, what did they do compared to this, what George Weah did in 5 years? How can somebody say that the guy is corrupt? Did he make some mistakes? Absolutely, he made some mistakes. But if you compare the goods, the positive of George Weah, look at the current administration right now. Joseph Boakai, the government right now is 95% or 85% people from Lofa County. George Weah, before they were criticizing the man, all the officials they're from the Southeast. But guess what? Southeast comprises of multiple counties. But the current administration, Joseph Boakai government is predominant people from Lofa County. So the man is a tribalist. George Weah is not a tribalist. George Weah is internationally, recognized. Everybody loved the man. He was building our country. And you are talking about all the officials of George Weah, their own sanction. The guy remind me of the Fox News, if you like, the Republican and the Democrat in the U.S. The Republicans are very effective at propaganda. It's the same thing with the Unity Party in Liberia. I will give it to them. The Unity Party people, they are very, very effective when it comes to propaganda. And that's why today you have the young man, Jefferson Koji, is on chance because of propaganda. It's all propaganda because the people hated George Weah so much. Because you have to understand, when the indigenous people are in power, you got the American Liberians that are beyond that, are pushing it because they want us to destroy each other. And that's why I like the way the election going right now. It's between two indigenous people. I don't mind if Boakai wins the election or George Weah wins, because I'm pro-indigenous. Because for 133 years, we were marginalized in the country. So I like the race the way it's going right now. But George Weah is the best candidate. Why? Because in less than 5 years, he did a lot. Right now, the sophisticated people we have in power right now, Guinea people capture our country. Where are the sophisticated people that practice supporting? The people that say they are sophisticated. On George Weah, you saw Guinea capturing Liberia land? No. We will have these people, they're just good at propaganda. They're good at talking, but when it comes to doing, you don't see results. The whole country right now is captured by drug gangsters. Drug boss after drug boss. The cartel, they are all over the place right now. And practice is telling me George Weah was bad. Okay, they say George Weah was not sophisticated. How will I say that the sophisticated people are in power? And the country is now inundated with drug dealers. The president is firing 11 government officials because everywhere the whole government is contaminated right now. And somebody is telling me, say, George Weah is the bad man. Yeah. How you do that? So if you want to come back, you and Patrick want to come back, that's fine. Let's bring Patrick. Patrick, how can Perkins be a right man? You put a photo where the person, you say, oh, that person bad, leave that person. Coming to this. All right. Let's go ahead. Patrick, what's your comeback?
Yeah, so thank you, CEO. Honestly, George Weah, not Joseph Boakai, is bad for Liberia. But the country makes them bad. All right, because the country is so plundered to the extent that system, rule of law, and even reasonable behavioral, pattern, everything just changes. Everything just, on a low key. So that's so the system, because the system, the system sparse, so the leaders are pushed against the system. As they move in, the system pushes back. And that's what the country looks like. Look, like you are saying, for example, we can't keep using politics to destroy the country ourselves. But fundamentally, just like Joseph Boakai is doing, we did some very, very, memorable things in this country. All right? He did some good things, very good things. It's just that soft-hearted, And the second thing, George Weah used the 2017, 2018 to 2023. He used that period as a learning curve. All right. He learned. He learned. All right, because he was absolutely nervous to politics, to the presidency, and to conventional leadership. So he learned a lot. That's why he returned. In the most likely event, he becomes elected again. It will be the most effective president ever. It will be the most, accomplished president ever, because at least he has made some reflections. He has calculated his errors, and you'll be able to now tap on and correct those errors. For President Boakai, where he stands now, he got a whole lot to achieve, even though his achievements in less than 3 years, as far outweigh President Weah's achievements so far. He has achieved more. What he has done?
Yeah.
What? Fundamentally, what he has done that I noticed, that is very important in every democracy, is the restoration of trust. All right, system, accountability, transparency, and very importantly, selflessness in public service.
When the last time Joseph Boakai told you how much he's making? You say transparency. How much Joseph Boakai making? Do you know how much he makes?
Yeah, of course. It's public record.
How much does Joseph Boakai make?
Joseph Boakai makes per month. Approximately 75,000.
75,000. That will bill him $10 million hospital. A mansion in Lofa County. Is that his salary?
That billing was not billed on his salary.
Transparency and accountability. That's why I'm asking you that question. Joseph Boakai is not transparent. Yeah. The Pape have been looking for over 40 years, and you're talking about transparency. The man 1 year in office. Perkin, let's bring you on. But the just try say the leg.
So Patrick says when Weah came to power, he was a novice to the presidency. Yeah. Nobody goes for interview to become a president for any nation. So anybody who ever becomes a president, you're going to have to learn on the job. That's a fact. But he was not novice to politics. This guy was a senator for, I don't know, maybe 2-3 years. So he was not novice to politics. So he knew exactly what he came to do when he became president. George Weah want to come back to presidency is not to correct any mistake. If anything, is to double down on his stealing. Most of the money he stole, or half of it, he have misused it, and he's going low on
double down on his stealing.
Yeah, to double down on his stealing. Most of the money he stole.
What did Weah steal?
Let me talk about Ungo. You are talking your own agenda.
No, I want to make sure to know why he stole from the Liberian people. Where is the evidence that he stole from the Liberian people?
George Weah government stole a lot of money from the Liberian people, millions and millions of dollars. Samuel Twe and them today, they are in court for just $6 million, but that is just because the government is yet to uncover evidence to prosecute every one of them. Fina Bono, whether she in jail or she in church, she George Weah right-hand woman. Now, number one thing that the Boakai government is doing, they are connecting all the rural roads in Liberia. They're not just connecting them, they are paving them. Now, this is not me saying it. You ask anybody who in Liberia right now or who has visited Liberia recently, they tell you that even during rainy season, where cars will stay in the mud or you would take 2-3 weeks to go to the southeast region. Now, it's just few hours to go back and forth. The last time, Basso County, Buchanan, is electrified. I don't know how they jump over Mora and go straight to Buchanan and electrify Buchanan while Liberia have a Mora still dark, but yeah, that's a form of development. Now, if your roads are connected, where people can travel in and out within time, can bring their goods to town, can carry their services out of town, you will have investors investing in these different counties because the areas, the towns are accessible. So that will build up your economy. I did not tell you I'm a Joseph Boakai supporter because Joseph Boakai in power. I say I support the Liberian people and any good idea, anybody that comes to power that build the Liberian economy, I support that.
Franklin, be man and take a position. Be man, take a position. Let me know where you stand. All right, but before we leave the subject, let me react to a few things that you guys said, for example.
Yeah, but no, before you do that,
yeah,
George Weah government. Right now, Liberia is being used as a cocaine hub, where the cocaine we all know is not meant to be distributed in Liberia. It is going through Liberia to go into other countries. Now, Joseph Boakai have fired, like you said, 11 to 12 government officials who are tied to this drug issue. Not one person was fired when George Weah government seized the $100 million drug. Not one individual. The few that they got, they let them go free. And today we don't have an end to that particular case. So yes, this government is doing their best. And the reason why we're saying it, because we are seeing the men firing his own people. George Weah could not fire nobody at all. Nobody was accounted for. And the drugs that George Weah government were bringing in the country was Kuch. Kuch is the one the Liberian people are using because it's a local drug and it's cheaper. So it kills, killing our children. The cocaine is just passing through Liberia and leaving. So yes, George Weah government was the most disgraceful government. And I'm so ashamed for you, bro, to support George Weah coming back to power. And the only reason why people like George Weah passing around, running their mouths and talking about coming back to presidency is because Liberia is that kind of country. In any other country, George Weah should be in bar, beyond bars.
All right, thank you, Perkins, for your opinion. Okay, first thing, you talk about car roads that Joseph Boakai building right now. You see, when the Pape was running for office, you know what he was saying? We have to bring back 1970 or you like 1847 idea. You know what he said? He said the 1847 idea was that, let's bring machine to the country and send it to where they got holes, so that when a car gets stuck, so they can patch that hole, so the car can patch that. The way back idea that man has, so the old school ideas that why you guys still want. Oh, let me passing road. We're not building state. Joseph Boakai is not building state-of-the-art road. I seen the senator for Sinoe County, Joe Penny, campaigning. He was on the road the other day. Look at the road. I was like, this man came to America. He was driving a Range Rover all over the place, and that did not get one mud on it. And he driving on the road with dirt, and he is happy about that. The people, I think, what you call Tewan Gonglo wrote a piece the other day, which he said, Liberian people, I was just summarizing, he said, for some reason we believe in at least. Oh, at least they may build their road. At least they may give a chair. We don't aim for which is the best. Okay? So that road thing, that in my Liberian word, that nyama. When you talk about light, Frankie, you talk about light in Buchanan. Frankie, you ever said bear around for a while? You know what the politician can do? When the play is dark, when they go in there, then they carry light because it's for them. I beat people now. When they go in somewhere, that's when they do this thing. Because they were going for the July 26th celebration. So Joseph Boakai won't be on air condition. All the people, they don't want the mosquito to bite in there. You know, they're biting the people. So they had to do all those things to get light. That's why they did that thing. In no time, that thing will be there. Those solar lights they put over that place. Is that something that is intentionally planned to improve the country? It's about festivity for that moment. They go for celebration. So Lorry they can get air condition, you know, so they can get light. That's what they did that for. Why they didn't put light there before the inauguration, the July 26th celebration? They didn't do that. It's about them. When they go somewhere, then they pave that place. They will tell the people you sweep all the place. When they leave there, then the place goes back to normal. That's what they do. So don't be falling for the things. There are a lot of things you guys said, and you say Liberia. Perkins said Liberia was just used as a transit point. Under the sophisticated government, foreigners are using Liberia as a transit point for drugs. And Perkins is buying that. You are complacent when your house is being used as a transit point for drugs dealer. You are also guilty, Perkins. That what you are telling me, Joseph Boakai and his people, they are guilty for allowing gangster, for drug dealer to use Liberia as a place they can bring the drug before they transfer it to another place. That means that Joseph Boakai and people, they are complicit in the drug trafficking that's going on in the country. That's what you are telling me. That's what you are saying.
America has the most sophisticated security in the world.
We're not talking about America
right now.
I
just want to make a point. America has the most sophisticated security in the world, yet they still blame Colombia for selling drugs into that country when they are fortified.
I just going up. You confess to me or to us that you're saying the people using Liberia, the sophisticated government that you are supporting, they're using Liberia as a transit point. That's why I go on that point.
I did not call Joseph Boakai government sophisticated. No.
All right.
The only people I call sophisticated is America. And how do drugs enter America when America borders are fortified? How do drugs enter into America? The cartels are entrenched with the people.
The next time we can discuss America, but right now you say Joseph Boakai government or leadership is being used, Liberia is being used as a transit point for drugs. That's what you said. That's what we are talking about right now. Now, before we go to the next thing, let me make the last point. The reason I'm supporting George Weah, you see, Perkins, the reason Germany, France, even Cuba that have been on sanction for decades, American sanction. You know why Cuba can send doctors to Liberia or they can send doctors all over the world? It's because of education. So Fidel Castro and the people, they gave free education to the people. If you go China, the same thing. If you go France, Germany, they gave free education to their people. George Weah was the only president of Liberia who implemented the Constitution of Liberia. All right? If you go in the Constitution, right, go to article, let me show you the portion of the Constitution. Quickly, please give me a second. I had it marked earlier, but then you got me off track. But the Constitution says, yes, it said, I think it's Article 4, Section A. They said the government should take steps by appropriate legislation and executive orders to eliminate sectionalism and tribalism and such abuse of power as the misuse of government resources. No, that's not the portion I want. Sorry, man. Sorry, I missed that part. I want to talk about mass education of the people. And that's what George Weah is doing, but not to waste our time. George Weah is the only president in Liberia who made the University of Liberia free for the children to go and get free education. That's what he did. One would have thought that Joseph Boakai would build on that program. Because, Perkins, with the exception of the capitalist country called America, all other countries, major countries in the world, that what they are doing, they're educating their people. But we have Joseph Boakai that believe in capitalism. It's about exploiting the poor people. So they say the poor children should pay school fees. George Weah said, you know what? Let our people get educated. So free tuition at the University of Liberia. So all the water children there, the people there in the village that never have access to the University of Liberia, so they can go to any public university in the country. I want that guy back to come and educate our people And not Joseph Boakai and their children that are going to the best schools in the world, but they say children should pay school fees at the University of Liberia or public university that they pay. Or they use all the Western jargon or reduce the cost. Somebody does not even have food to eat and say reduce cost of the person. And George Weah is saying, you know what? You say, I don't know, but I want everybody else to have access to education. How can you say you don't want this man? You want Joseph Boakai who's been there for 40 years and our people are still in poverty. They are not educated. How can you put that man? So when you criticize me, I like that what makes the show interesting. But that which in the case call me a utilitarian. Jeremy Benton say utilitarianism is the greater good for the greater number. Let's implement policy that will be in the greater interest of the larger population. George Weah policy, it benefits the larger population. And that's why I'm supporting the guy. So what are you letting him, what are he build? I mean, I don't support him building a personal houses, but you know, nobody is perfect. But let's look at the bigger picture, what the guy was doing. Building hospitals across the country. Which one you want, somebody who building hospital or somebody who building a mansion in Lofa? Who you want? The man who, right now, Joseph Boakai can go to PHP, recreation park, and go chill there and relax. That George Weah everywhere, nowhere for the children to go have recreation. The man built Invisible Park, he built Unity Park, the man building a free housing. How many poor people house Joseph Boakai that built saying get no power? George Weah was building free housing for our poor people. And somebody say, I mean, we have Republican and Democrat in Liberia in a sense, because I mean, I don't support everything that Democrats do, but Democrats seem to be, they help the poor people. In Liberia, the Unity Party is the Republican version. You for yourself. Once you don't know book, you're on your own. And George Weah is saying, no, we can't build a country like that. That bring back. That bring
Doc, and like I said, the only reason why we're having this conversation is because Liberia is a country like no other. If Liberia was a serious country, the man Yakok Bakube, he would have been beyond bars today.
Okay.
Realistically.
I mean, again, that's why it happens all over the globe. If you look around the world, people that were changing things. Martin Luther King was speaking for everybody freedom here. What did they? And they shout him? Go to Africa, the Nkrumah, they toppled Nkrumah there. What they did to Thomas Sankara, the people that can make change, that the people can always target because they want to keep the majority in poverty. That's what they do. So, local history, local history, and history will tell you, I mean, all these things. History is replete with people that do Gandhi and the people why they were suppressed, why Mandela they were suppressed, because they wanted the interest of the majority. But the capitalist thinkers, they say, you know what, let's keep the majority poor. You know, so like now let's go to the next thing. So George Weah coming back, I'm there. The mistakes that he made, we were guiding this time around to make sure that focus on the mass education of the people that you are doing in your first term. Continue on that. Continue building more hospitals. Continue to send people, you know that we are sending people, abroad or to specialize of doctors. He did that. That's how you build a country. I had a video I was listening to the other Perkins, and the guy I think he's a dentist or something. He said, there are 3 in the country, a country with 5 or 6 million people. Only 3 dentists in the country. That's why, imagine. So George Weah was making inroads in different areas, but the brother only have 5 years. And people come here and say the man failed us. What is wrong with our people? We would not be here for people to demonize the great man working, the redeemer of the people. And speaking, I must say the last one before I go. Perkins, if I have my son or daughter who will play soccer, came from the gutter and become world best, African best, and get a Ballon d'Or, and from there, the man came and became UN ambassador for peace to end war in Liberia. And after that, that person ran from the soccer field and he ran for president and he came second. As a matter of fact, they cheated him. Then the man said, okay, you're taking. Then the man ran for Senate, and he said, you yourself mentioned that he served two years in the Liberian Senate. Then the man ran for president. Then he became president. And Perkins will tell me it's the biggest disgrace. If I have my son or daughter to achieve such that, I will be happy. All right? For Perkins to call that person a disgrace, Perkins, how can somebody be successful to achieve all these things? They made so because of a counter. His son is playing for US, he playing Euro. How successful can this man be? George Weah is our jewel. Look, let me finish, then you can come on. George Weah must be celebrated. That guy is what we call tenacious, determined. That's a man. Because the man cannot give up. If you have the mind of George Weah, everybody will be successful because the guy, besides his limitation, people say he can't speak good English, but the guy has held all the major global, even political positions in the world. How successful should the guy be? The guy should be an example to us.
He was successful through soccer. He is the biggest failure in politics ever.
All right. All the things I need, that failure. Let's go to the next thing. Let's go to Sinoe County, and then we'll come back to national politics. So, Perkins, we have a major breaking news from Sinoe County. And before that major breaking news comes, you know how we do it now. We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. Doesn't go back. We are leaving national politics right now. We're going to Sinoe County. We'll be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Voice of Sinoe in the Diaspora. The breaking news. Ojuku Nyenpan, Minister Ojuku Nyenpan, a great son of Sinoe County, an astute, perspicacious son of Sinoe County or Liberia, announced yesterday, Perkins. I don't know whether you follow that development. So, major development. Up to now, right now, Sinoe County is shaking. The incumbent right now did not sleep last night. I mean, the incumbent, by that I'm talking about Chie. Augustine Chie did not sleep since Ojuku Nyenpan made the announcement last night. Ojuku Nyenpan has announced to Liberia, to Sinoe County, that he will be in the race 2029. All right, now let's put the statement up here so we can read it and then we can analyze it. What it means for Sinoe County. So Ojuku posted on his page yesterday. He said, it's official. I will seek the senatorial post in Sinoe County in 2029 with exclamation point. That's emotional. He is passionate about this. He coming in there, in other words, with all his energy, with all his vitality, with all his resources, with all the ideas. On July 27, 2026, during the occasion marking Liberia's 179th Independence Day celebration in the historic southeastern city of Vubadi. And after a period of extensive deliberations and consultations, I declared my intention to enter the professional political arena for the first time. Towards this end, I publicly declared my intention to vie for the senatorial post in Sinoe County during the ensuing 2029 presidential and legislative elections. In the months and years ahead, we shall traverse the length and breadth of Sinoe to explain and provide cogent reasons why the people of Sinoe should consider us as they decide who their legislative leaders should be after 2029. I have full faith. The man said, I have full faith and confidence in the wisdom of our people, and I remain hopeful that our days ahead shall be better and brighter. With the support of the citizens, we shall compete with our full strength and capacity. With our full strength and capacity, and God's willing, we shall win. Thank you, and may God bless us all. Team Sinoe 2029. That's Ojuku Nyenpan. The man is finally out of the political closet. The man is out. The man laughing. The man is out. Ojuku Nyenpan. Where is the great man? Ojuku is finally out. So Perkins, our man Patrick, is off right now. But for a long time, even I personally thought that Sinoe County Electoral District number 3 should have been in the possession of Ojuku Nyenpan. Because right now we have disaster in district number 3. We have, to borrow a word from the great Metro TJ, we have a mess right now in district number 3. That's what we have. All right. But anyway, those I believe in the Bible, they say everything has time. So Ojuku has done the calculation. He is out now. Or let's bring Patrick. Say he's going back and forth. Patrick, you got your audio on? You got ready? All right, so Patrick, you're going back and forth. I want to bring you on first on the declaration of Ojuku Nyenpan.
Yeah, thank you. So, Ojuku's declaration of intent just on July 26 or 27 to contest the Senate race in 2029. I think it's a reality of what he has been contemplating over the years. Ojuku made several attempts to test the water, and, but then he did not see the feasibility. He did not see some green light, so he had to pull back. And in Robert Greene's philosophy for the era of power, he said, mastering the art of timing. All right, timing is very important. You have to look at everything. You got to play a card well, and you got to know exactly which time is right to move in. When you master your timing, when you consider your timing, your movement can be very easy. So Nyenpan's declaration of intent now, it puts the position, it puts the race in a tight position. Yeah, it puts the race in a tight position because the first toughest election we ever had in the Senate race or for the Senate was in 2005, 2014. 2005 and 2014. These two elections, I mean, they were tough. 2011 election was not very tough because Kuya was not very formidable to have defeated the incumbent Joseph Manneh at the time. So there were 4 candidates in 2000. There were 7 candidates. 7 candidates in 2005. Nyenpan and Manneh won with narrow margin between the two themselves. Yeah, very narrowly. I mean, each of the 2 of them came first and second with a narrow margin. 2011, Kuya, there were 4 candidates. Kuya came second to Joseph Manneh with 2,000 votes margin. 2018, yeah, 2018, there were 3 candidates, 3 or 4 candidates. No, I'm sorry. 2014, there were 7 candidates. All right, Nyenpan came second to TJ with a very narrow margin. Okay, very narrow margin. And then 2018, there were 3 or 4 candidates. Tie came first, Kuya came second, with a narrow margin. 2020 again, there was another senatorial race with 4 candidates again, where Kuya coming second, and there were Tie first again with another reasonable margin. 2023, I mean, was predicted to have been a formidable race, but the margin of the winner, 20,000 votes plus, the highest ever in the whole senatorial campaign of Sinoe County. No candidate ever reached, no candidate ever crossed 10,000 votes in all elections, except 2023, where Duncan took it as far as 20,000. So 2023 was not as formidable as we thought. And you know, I don't know why the people chose that way, but so now with 2029 with Nyenpan coming in a race against the Ikibian Chie with former Senator TJ and Backus Panton, as well as they call him Chaba Nyeswa. It changes the concept, or it changes the direction of the race now. So it puts it between two persons. All right. Now one, he maintains his number one position. He maintains his formidability. He maintains, his advantage as an incumbent. He maintains all of that. On the other hand, Nyenpan now coming is considered as a youthful person. All right. So like Otero number 2018, we see young people gravitating towards him. We see a young generation of leaders, maybe moving towards his direction as a representative of the young people. That's one advantage. The second one is that he holds a solidified base. All right, he holds a solidified base. That base, he relies on it. So he will just be catching in other terrains, catching in other areas. So he raised, his intention, his declaration really, it now puts it in keeping in the position that he has to be very, very, calculative, very strategic, and very forceful. Other than that, we could see a repeat of history. Either in 2005 or a repeat of history in 2014, 2011, 2020, 2018, and 2023.
Okay, Patrick, before I bring Perkins on here, when you say he has a base, were you referring to Ojuku?
Yeah. I'm referring to both. Yeah, Ojuku and Chie both have bases, but Ojuku has a very strong, solidified base. Yeah.
Where is his base?
So Ojuku's base. So the county is divided into 3 electoral districts. So now, 2 districts are fundamental to the virtue of any person. So Ojuku will lead district number 3. All right. Yeah. Ojuku base.
All right, Perkins, let's bring you on. Patrick.
Yes. Okay.
Patrick, you want to end your talk? Let's bring the next person.
Yeah, man.
Patrick, you okay? All right, Perkins, let's go on with it, man. Get situated. I will bring you back.
Okay. So, Patrick.
I'm okay.
Okay.
All right, let's bring Perkins. Perkins, go ahead.
You answer my question before Perkins comes in?
Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. So Ojuku base is district number 3. All right. District number 3 is to his advantage. All right. And Councilor Chie.
By virtue of what?
Huh?
By virtue of what? By virtue of what is district number 3 his base?
By virtue of originality and adequacy and population. Okay, by virtue of originality and population. So that is area there. I think Chie has a base much more in district number 1. All right, by virtue of also originality as well. And then district number 2 rather, number 2, and then a base of Chie. So I mean, it's going to be very complicated. Honestly, it's going to be a tough fight with the two. I mean, with the 5 candidates so far.
All right, Perkins, what's your take, man? Ojuku is in the race.
Yes, Patrick, thank you for breaking this down. Since 2005, you brought it all the way to all the incumbents and people that have been senators for the county. So you did extremely well for educating on that. If Sinoe County want to be developed, they don't have a choice but to vote for Ojuku. It's that simple. If they mean business for Sinoe County to be a better county, they got to vote for Ojuku. Now, Patrick said something that Ojuku is the youngest candidate amongst the rest. So he have an appeal to.
I'm not quite sure whether he ordered the Yonswa. We're not quite sure that.
They are facing the other guys. They are facing low 2 older than Ojuku. So
it's not a good indicator of Perkins to make a decision. Yeah, some people right now they are picturing younger than you right now. They look very old because they back home. They're hungry.
Yeah, but all the guys are back home, right? Ojuku is back home too as well.
Right.
So yeah, well, maybe that Ojuku Nyenpan that, but I still think
go ahead.
I still think Ojuku is the youngest among them, so he can appeal to the youth base, and Ojuku is a big brother, very, very respectful guy. So Ojuku has always carried himself properly, no matter where you meet him at. Every time you meet the guy, you shake his hand, you talk to him, but you feel that there is more to him than just the guy who hand you are shaking and you are having communication or having a conversation with. He's a very intelligent guy. Now politics is something else, like we're saying, George Weah came into politics with clean hands. Now he is the biggest looter ever in politics. So you never know until people taste power. But all the time I've met Ojuku, at least maybe that's my experience or opinion about him. But I've always felt there was more to him. And so I'm not surprised to see him in the race for the senatorial post in Sinoe County. I believe he's a man that can bring a lot of changes to the county. He's like Dak Zayapo will put it, he's a true son of the soil. Those are the people that we call true son of the soil. Not some Buka dancer them. So Sinoe County should make a better decision. Ojuku is also reaching out to us in the diaspora. I don't know how the dual citizenship works now. Whether when you are a citizen here, you go by Liberia, you can vote as a citizen there. If that is the case, we should all put our hands together, and when it's time for election, let's carry our crew down there and let's make sure we elect a son of elect our own. Ojuku deserves to serve his people, and so let's do what we can do to support the brother. I think he's the best choice for the people of Sinoe County. Thank you.
All right, Perkins, thank you. Now let the spokesperson of the elders and the ancestors and the people of Sinoe County, let me come in here. Okay. You see, I think it was Aristotle or Plato, one of those guys, I don't know exactly who said it. He said, if you do not participate in the politics of your community, you will be led by your subordinate. And that's why we have Sonny Boy Noah right now in district number 3. You see, you have to participate. You have to be in the phrase, at least in the political phrase, to make the case to the people, because when you have, first of all, the education, you have because the first tool of a politician is the ability to convey your idea, to explain yourself to the people. Ojuku has those two things. And third, Ojuku has the vision. In the coming days and months before election day, we will incandescently or unambiguously lay down a platform that every child in Sinoe County will understand. Why Ojuku should be the right person for the people of Sinoe County. You see, let me put the picture up here. You see, Chie is a political rhinosaur. The man is out of date. That you see, if you follow Chie closely, right? The man says he's a lawyer. Prior to Chie coming to power, Chie did not go to court and win one case. That man has not won any case. He has not advocated for anybody in court. But he says he's a lawyer. Chie, before the advent of AI, that man never wrote one. I mean, if you go on a page before AI became prominent, right? Or it became pervasive. When you follow his history page, his history, his Facebook page, you will not see two articles there. But since they brought AI, how you call Chie now, he blogging every day on Facebook. Now, I don't mind Chie staying on Facebook to do a Facebook blogging. That's what he wants to do. That's what he's good for. He's not good as a lawmaker. Chie has to be replaced. Now, Milton Tiaje, you know the man's inspired political goose already. We don't need Milton Tiaje. The man, we tried multiple times as a minister of honor child tutor, after child tutor, they all the murder. The man said, child tutor, I'll be your spokesperson. He's serving that capacity. Ellen said, you know what? You have child tutor, and I have child tutor to come to power or to bring war on the Liberian people. So Ellen rewarded Milton Tiaje. Milton Tiaje damaged our county. All right? The man was declared guilty for corruption, for stealing. Let me not use the word corruption. Milton Tiaje was declared guilty for stealing. Chie has been there. Chie ran on cohesiveness. Chie has not united the people of Sinoe County. Chie told us that, you know what? I can't advocate for the people of Sinoe County for roads, for car roads to be come to Sinoe County. So I will sponsor a bill for ferry to transport people from Sinoe to Monrovia and back and forth. We are still waiting for that ferry bill. We are not seeing the ferry. The people are still getting in kingdom in Sinoe County, and they are dying, they're drowning in the sea because Chie cannot bring the ferry to us. Since the man has been in power, the man who says, you know, he's a lawman, he's a chairman for the judicial committee or whatever. When the last time you saw Chie committee summoning people for questioning? No, he can't do that. He sits over there and blogs on Facebook. That's what Chie does. So if you look at this few picture, right, you have the guy said Tobo Nyeswa is a doctor. You see, Ojuku and Tobo Nyeswa, any of these guys when they win, I'll be fine. Because guess what? They have a profession. Besides politics, they can survive. They can get something to do. Chie said he was a businessman. What kind of business Chie was doing over there, you see? He got no business over there. The man, these guys, these old dinosaurs, they are political parasites on the Liberian people. And we need people that have idea, that have expertise. So Ojuku is a financial expert. That's why you are at the Ministry of Finance. He's a technical man. He got some skill besides representing people. He got something that he can offer. What kind of thing TJ can offer? What kind of thing Chie can offer? Chie say he's a lawyer. What law has he passed since he been over there? The man still doing the old school thing. The people who are not lawyers, they've been doing that. What Chie doing? Oh, I created statutory district. Chie can bring no new idea. These guys are antediluvian politicians, old school. Before Abraham and dead, at the camp, Chie then went to school. So the ideas are antiquated in an age of iPhone. So right now we have Tobo Nyeswa, who is a professional diplomat, highly qualified, educated guy, and Ojuku Nyenpan. These are the people we have to be looking at right now when we're talking about Sinoe County, when we're talking about Liberia. These are the people that bring something different to the table. Now, old school Chie, you know what the guy did? Let me tell you a little bit about Chie. You don't know, Prekin, you don't follow Sinoe politics. Let me tell you a little bit about what Chie did. We have the young people right now. If you think a line, call a young man called Kolo Bawie. Smart young man. These guys campaigned for Chie. And he used to work with Chie before. You know what Chie fired those guys? Chie said these guys should share their salary with each other because he can't increase their salary. So the protester, Chie went and fired all the guys. Why are they talking for their salary? That's the kind of man we have. If you go on Chie page right now, go way down. We did a broadcast one time and we criticized him objectively. Chie came and replied to us. You know what Chie said? Because we criticize him that he's not producing jobs for the people of Sinoe County. You know what Chie wrote? He wrote by he said, you know what? Right now, I have domestic 7. I employ people that are working for me domestically. Oh, like this man has no ideas. You know, when somebody tells you in the age Perkins, and they say, I have domestic 7, it's an offensive way, professional way of saying, I have slaves. That's what it means. Because that's what the people that cheated, I feel they are educated, they use language to bamboozle our people. The people cheer will be sitting there, his family will be sitting there in the hut, that one old man washing all the dishes, she cleaning all the house. I mean, everything. They're doing everything. They have to put cheer, even when they cook the food, they have to put the food in the plate for cheer. That's a kind of, so when you tell you, I got domestic workers that get money, that get bored, that what Chie talking about employment. No, we don't want this thing. So that's why we want Ojuku then to have concrete ideas that will transform Sinoe County. We want to talk about Yosua that will transform Sinoe County. Start to talk about base. Chie does not have base. You know what Chie is the senator today, Perkins? Let me tell you. I am the spokesperson of the people of Sinoe County, so I am fully cognizant and conversant with the politics of Sinoe County. The only reason Chie is currently a senator is because Duncan supported him. Zaza supported him. I mean, what you call the late Nagwe Slaw. All those guys, they amalgamated and they ran campaign for Chie. That's how Chie became senator today. Right now, as you speak, Chie depends on Duncan. And that's why all the negative things that Duncan has been saying about George Weah, because Duncan wants to be president. All the negative things, you see Chie, if you go on Chie's page, you will not see one post debunking all the criticism that Duncan has heaped on George Weah. Even though it's a sedition, he supports CDC, but all the negative things that Duncan has been saying about George Weah, Chie will not say anything. He has not said anything because he depends on Duncan to remain in power, because Duncan said, oh, I will support Chie. But right now, it's not even politically expedient for Duncan to support Chie. You know why? Because right now, you need everybody vote. All right? You need everybody vote. So if you take one man, Chie, what can Chie supporter, Chie has supporter? So you have, Duncan has to present himself such that the supporters of Duncan, I mean, not Duncan, but Ojuku will vote for him if he wants to be president now. Okay? If he doesn't want to be president, you depend on Chie and go give his support to Chie. But if he wants to be president, then he has to be neutral. So that way, the supporters of Ojuku will vote for him. The supporters of Yosua will vote for him. The supporter of TIJ will vote for him. But if he chose to wait behind Chie, it's a done deal for the two of them. Because with Duncan, with number one, with TIJ in the race, and they both of them from the same place, and Duncan, and not Duncan, but what you call Chie and TIJ from the same place. And we can't dismiss TIJ. He has a support that we should acknowledge. So first of all, the votes for that region been divided already, drastically. Chie does not have any advantage in district number 1. Okay. First of all, you have to understand Ojuku Nyenpan was schooled. He went to school in district number 1. He grew up in district number 1. So he has a strong base in district number 1. Okay. Okay, so district number 3 is gone already. Like Patrick said, it's in the political bank of Ojuku Nyenpan already. And a vast portion of district number 1 is also going to Ojuku Nyenpan. District number 2, Toba Nyuswa is from that area. Okay? And Toba Nyuswa is making the case right now and saying, you know what? There is that politics called the left bank and the right bank politics. The people from, I think from the party would correct me if I'm wrong, from the left bank, they have not produced a lawmaker. So I had to come. And besides coming from the left bank, I'm also highly educated and have huge expertise, things that I can contribute to the county. So district number 2 is gone to Toba Nyuswa already. It's gone. Chie has no hope there. Milton Teje has no hope. All right. So district number 1 is the only place that Teje and Chie, they have hope. But if you divide the votes between Teje, hypothetically speaking now, between Teje and Chie, and you don't get district number 1, you don't get district number 2, how can you become a senator? So right now, 2029, if Ojuku plays the card well, which I think he's going to do, he's going to be the next senator of Sinoe County, because district number 3 is already him. You see, Patrick, the mistake that people also sometimes make, look at American politics. They don't waste time in region where, say, for example, the Democrat, campaign time, you don't waste time in Texas, for example, because they're arrested for the Republican. So if you waste your resources there and go campaign there, you're wasting your time. So the first thing you do, make sure you get 90 to 95% or the very least 85% of your base. Once you do that, the other, and Ojuku already strong. So when he gets 85 to 90% of the votes in district number 3, and he gets 5% or 10%, 2% from the other area, he automatically the winner. Because the votes will be shared between Teje and Chie. As a matter of fact, Donkey is not supporting Chie. It will not be politically expedient for him. Because again, if he does that, the supporters of the other candidate will not support him. All right. So his ambition for the presidency, it will be dead upon arrival. So Donkey will not support Chie. So who going to make Chie to win again? Chie is done. Chie is a dumb political character. He has produced nothing in Sinoe County. He has divided the people. Since that man was elected, district number 3, the man can't even go there. No, he can't go to certain towns. The man is so divisive. He pretends that he is not tribalistic, but he is highly tribalistic. What project is he undertaking? You were trying to win Mr. Zaza over the other time. You say, oh, I'm building a structure and naming it after Zaza. Those political shenanigans and chicanery will not work with us. Those days of cheering and playing tricks on our people, those days are long gone. Right now, we have Toba Nyuswa or Ojuku Nyenpan to replace those political dinosaurs that we have, that they're just there to have domestic servants for them. No, we don't want domestic servant politicians. So, Patrick, I'm happy that Ojuku threw his hat in the ring, even though I wanted him to be the Speaker of the House by taking district number 3 and not putting Sonny Boy Noah over there, but it's still not late. We can put Ojuku in the Senate, and then 2029, we replace Sonny Boy Noah. Sinoe County will be healing gradually. We're getting, that means what? District number 2 later on, maybe we can change the other brother are there too, We don't see what is going on there. So maybe we can bring Toba Nyuswa later to become the representative in district number 2. We'll have Ojuku as a senator. We got other people. And maybe Dax Ayapota can be there as well to be one of the senators. And then Sinoe County will have development. One thing before I leave, guys, I don't want to monopolize the conversation. But guess what, Perkins? Chie is almost 20 years as lawmaker in Sinoe County, if I'm not exaggerating. But, that's something that you guys can deal with. They call her probably. Okay? Chie, since early Justice Elite time, guess what? They put in the budget $200,000 for county development. As we speak, Perkins and Patrick, it's the same money the bank giving the people of Sinoe County. That's why you don't see development. Because the man cannot advocate for the budget to be increased so that development can go on in his county. He complains with the $200,000 they get. How is it that the entire original county, that Patrick knows the history about, that Masorado County, that Grand Basso and Sinoe, that were the 3 original that form what we call Liberia today. and we don't have university in Sinoe County. Right now, they say they get community college. That thing is a trash. They can't do anything because Zaza, the first thing Zaza, Ojuku Nyenpan, they say, you know what? Let's do something small. So how they passed that bill, they sponsored the bill that gave us the Sinoe County Community College. I also give credit to the late Nagbe. He participated. But up to now, they can't improve on that thing. To say, you know what? Let's start using. Let's bring state of the art structure. Sinoe County is supposed to be gay university right now. We don't have hospital. The whatever JF Grand Hospital over there. When you go there, you got to carry your own paper. They can't do nothing. So why are we keeping the people in power? So guys, I'm glad that Ojuku jumped in the race, and we get Tobo Nyenpan in the race as well. It's a good news for Sinoe County. All right. So unless you guys get something else to say, we can transition to something else. You good?
Yeah, let's transition. All our
Patrick,
hands and weight is
on the topic.
All our support goes to Ojuku. Talk about Nyenpan.
Yeah,
you said we'll make you representative, and then you make it way up there in the meantime.
So it's too early. It's too soon to start dealing with Senator Chie like that, man. It's too early. It's too soon, man.
The sooner the better. That a mistake we can make. We wait until the person gains ground. Let's demolish the person before we get to the time. So from now to 2029, we demolish Chie so that we can replace the man. Though I see some beginning on Facebook, they still, Chie getting a low team. My own beginning, I can see Lester. He always plays Lester go out. You gotta defend your low team. That's fine. But we'll beat Chie. Chie is done. That's a done deal. Because I have done the calculation. I can see how Chie will win. With Milton Teje in the race, with Dr. Tobo Nyenpan in the race, how is it possible? Donkey is not supporting anymore. How is that man going to win election in that place? That man go in, say in business, man, he go do a business and stay on Facebook, blogging. He can go ahead and do that. That's fine with me. He can go there and use AI and write article there. That's fine. We'll go with Chio and I think. Yeah. So now let's go to the next topic here that we have before we wrap it up for the day. So Patrick, Perkins told us he's supporting Joseph Boakai, but Joseph Boakai took a step the other day. Patrick, I want you to kind of initiate the topic about the president firing 11 officials and then suspending one. I want you to elaborate a little, but before you come on, maybe those that are not abreast with that story, I think we condense it in our chat room. So let's kind of look at it a little bit if you want to follow from there to yourself, the panelists. So the summary we got here, President Joseph Boakai Sr. has ordered the dismissal, suspension, recall, and further investigation of several government officials and law enforcement officers implicated in ongoing narcotics trafficking investigations. The actions stem from cases involving the seizure of 198 plates of processed cocaine at Rivers International Airport and 3,971 plates of cocaine. 71 plates of cocaine recovered from 2 foreign nationals. The president stated that the measures underscore his administration's commitment to accountability, the rule of law, and combating drug trafficking. Official dismissed. We got senior government officials. Mark Egan Kua. I don't want to mess with her name, but Mark is gone. He is let me see what's Mark's position. He is a deputy director for operations, Rivers International Airport. We have Johnny Bola Dean. He's the commissioner of police for criminal investigation. Imagine that. Criminal investigation, intelligence, and Interpol. We got Patrick Doe. I'm glad it's not Patrick Bolu. That's good. So we got Patrick Doe, deputy director for administration and national security agency. And then we have the RIA or LDEA officials, right? We have here Mohammed O. Gonra, director of security, Rivers International Airport. Moses Jala, deputy commander, Liberia Drug Enforcement Agency. Then we got Liberia National Police officers. They are also involved. Anthony T. Blai, whatever that name is. And then we got Wando Cabo. Okay, Cabo also was one of dismissed and referred for prosecution. They got Jamal Jara, agent National Security Agency. We got Christian L. Yanti, agent National Security Agency. We got Casey Nelson, that's procurement director, Ministry of Gender, Children, and Social Protection. We got Abenigo Jr., agent National Security Agency, and then official suspended Patrick Kamosu, 702, a recall from his assignment with the Liberia Drug Enforcement Agency, DEA, then suspended without pay and placed on an investigation. So to summarize, the key takeaway, we got a total 11 officials was dismissed. That means they fired them. One official was suspended without pay and placed on an investigation. Several of those dismissed have also been referred to the Ministry of Justice for prosecution as investigations into the narcotics trafficking cases continue. All right, Patrick, just a summary, right, of what is continuing. So let's give you a take on this topic. Is President Joseph Boakai serious, or this is just a facade?
Yes, so at least the president has set a standard, all right. Never before we have ever seen in this country the seriousness of the president of Liberia, in fighting or in using strong political will to combat drugs. Once the president's will is committed, is strong politically, his deputies or lieutenants he appointed to work will be energized and they'll be more serious. So here is what happening. In fact, from the report the president received, reviewed, and now acted on, one thing is confirmed and affirmed. In this country, the view people have held over the period, over the time, that there is no way that drugs can come into this country without the help, without the assistance, without any act of aiding and abetting from senior government officials. The view that it can never happen. Now we know that, yes, it is true that there is no way that drugs can enter the country, whether by way of air, sea, or by land border, without somebody trying to help, or without somebody helping, and without somebody guaranteeing that, yes, Senate will handle it. So now everything now is confirmed. And so now with the action the president has taken, even though it is the beginning of setting the record straight that there is zero tolerance for drug trafficking, there is zero tolerance, for drug activity in the country, and the president has set that record unprecedentedly without mass dismissal and suspension as well, and people now under investigation and in detention. We now know that the war just got started. What has been happening before was just a tip of the iceberg. It was just a beginning of what we now see to be the start of the real war, because the cartel will fight back in whatever case it is. The men who have been dismissed and the men who have been suspended, the men who are on the detention, all of them, they will still be coordinating. And in fact, for reality, there is what the whole joint thing look like. Malaysia and Perkins, it is almost like a business in this country. In fact, it is a business. And who benefits from the business mostly in the country? The justice actors are the ones. The justice actors benefit, mostly from the drug user thing. So, like for example, in a ghetto, the dealers, when the dealers are arrested, or the traffickers, or the sellers, the ghetto owners are arrested and placed and sent to court. The dealers guarantee there's no problem, go to court. Go, let them carry you. All we know, all we know, you will come out. So the guys, they put more money into the drug thing that even when people go to jail, they always come out. Most likely, the number of people who have been sentenced, and, you know, with serious offenses in the drug thing, we have in this country, they have not crossed 20. They have not reached 20. But the people who are in the drug business, they are more than hundreds. But only less than 20 persons have been convicted across the country. This is the kind of seriousness the people put in the drug business. But with the president's action so far, and, you know, especially people in the security sector, imagine that. And, you know, so it has not just started. All right, it has not just started. Now we even learn. We have been told. We have read from the ANP press statement that a couple of individuals, beginning from 2019, 2021, and onward, throughout the President Weah's administration, some of them currently are under investigation, and possible arrest is coming up anytime soon. So yeah, so we all need to applaud the president. We need to depoliticize the whole issue. And, you know, I don't like the fact the way the politicians are politicizing it, even though it's a payback criticism, it's a payback castigation, it's a payback politicization of the whole process. But we want all Liberians to see the fight as a national fight, to commend the president, to commend the joint security for intercepting, for burning that huge quantity, you know, of narcotics. But there's my recommendation before I conclude on this thing. I'm always liking this drug thing to a leaking canoe. When the canoe is on the water and is leaking, people will be using a cup or a bowl to dip the water out as the canoe sails. All right, you keep dipping the water out. Once you dip the water out, the water keeps entering. And until that leakage is patched or is repaired, water will keep entering the canoe. Until we can tighten border security 100%, there should be no substance entering in the country at all, through the sea, through the land borders, and through the airports. Once security is tightened 100% with no compromises, and, you know, getting the security, the necessary tools to work with, increasing their salaries. The reason why these people are in the drug, they are aiding and abetting, they are assisting, is because they had to survive. Some of them, all right. Some of them make more money, $150 US, $200. They can't take it of them. And when somebody comes, for example, John Deere, who was offered $10,000. Imagine you are making $150, and, you know, and somebody gives you $10,000. You see it as an opportunity, and because of that so much money, that so much cash, you compromise the national security interests of the nation. You put thousands of young people at risk, and you flood the whole nation, and I mean with narcotics because of your own aggrandizement. But I think with the level of action taken so far, I think the message has gone and reached the cartel. Even though it's not easy. Mexico has never succeeded. America has not succeeded. Colombia has not succeeded. You know, Jamaica, Haiti, all the countries have not succeeded. Liberia will not succeed though. But at least something has been done to make sure that it is minimized.
Perkins, let me bring you in here, but before I bring you on, this is why I want to frame the question this way, right? You are branding George Weah to be the most corrupt man, and you confirm on the platform that you are supporting Joseph Boakai. Joseph Boakai government is so rotten to the point that the man was forced to fire people. The man was, hired man like 2%, 3%, but the government is so rotten. And with the assistance of the media, the pressure mounted on Joseph Boakai to the point where he said he firing people, even though those people he fired, they are not, I mean, they are subordinates, right? Because under Joseph Boakai Perkins, we are seeing right now Colombian gangster or drug dealer, they are threatening Liberia, they're giving ultimatum for Joseph Boakai to release their cocaine. I mean, Perkins, what you guys are doing here, are you actually doing it because you love the Liberian people, or you are doing it because the pressure is mounting on you because you want to be re-elected? Is that why you're doing this? I mean, is there something that we should take seriously? That Joseph Boakai is actually fighting crimes when Guinea actually they're occupying our land right now? Which, I mean, just a speech here for us, please.
Thank you, Dad. I think the Boakai government is struggling to battle corruption. Corruption cannot be eliminated, or no, it cannot be eradicated or eliminated. It can be minimized, and they are losing that battle of minimizing corruption in Liberia. We see many cases that go to court. People get acquitted because the government is not preparing these cases with substantial evidence. They are rushing through the process, and so real crime committers are going free. So yeah, that's one thing. Now, the Boakai government was forced to fire those 11 individuals because of their connection with the cocaine situation. I would say that's a good thing for Boakai to fire those guys, but they are not just getting fired, they are getting prosecuted as well. And when they are found guilty, they should serve time, enough time. Now, we all know or have some sort of idea, at least, how a cartel operates. They are not individuals who will just come and say, oh, okay, there's a country across the ocean, gentlemen, you like to take our drugs there. No. They will communicate, they will connect with people that are in the country, high-profile people, government officials, security personnel, and they will get paid. And they will use that process to transport their stuff. So yes, people in the government are connected to the cartel, and that's why we have these cocaine being seized in Liberia. Now, investigation is going on. So the people that have been fired that are under investigation, Liberian people have a saying, they say, when you haul rope, rope will haul butch. So hopefully, because the cartel, you must remember their money. You know, back in the day, when I come out and say, yo, oh, my money so plenty, my money is long. No, the cartel, no money not long, because I don't care how long is it got any. The cartel, no money is round. You know, when it's go around, there's no end. So yeah, they got a lot of money, they can pay people off. We in America, where we know sometimes people get paid off to confess to a crime just to call out certain people, and those are agreement. Go and do the time. I will make sure your family are set financially. I'll make sure you are good financially. When you come out, you're not going to suffer for money again. These agreement happens all the time. So we have these guys that have been arrested. The cartel are in connection with them or with their family. We learned one of the Colombian guys that got arrested the other time, his girlfriend, a Liberian girl, went to talk to Johnny Dean, I think, one of the security personnel, to bribe him with $10,000 to kind of go soft on her boyfriend. So yeah, these are things they will do. So the fight is not over yet just because Joseph Boakai fired 11 people. A lot of those people are just the tip of the iceberg. The real connection are the top officials, and those top officials, their names are going to be called if the government play their cards right. But yes, let's get the record straight. I don't just support a government. I support an idea, policy. When it's good for Liberians, when it's good for Liberia, it's good for me. When it's not good for Liberia, I don't support it. So I'm not a partisan, unlike you, that you are a sedition. I'm not a sedition. I'm not a UPIS. I am not an affiliate of any political party. I don't associate with any political party. I say my political party is Liberia and Liberians. So I support idea. There are certain things George Weah did that I supported. But on the larger scale, the boy, because he was a boy who we trusted with our country, the boy destroyed that country. And so that's why under his administration, there was no arrest or firing of any government officials done, because he was complacent. He didn't care. The drugs got arrested. People were not accounted for. No firing. Even when the American government contacted the guy and said, listen, these are individuals that are bad in your government and you should suspend them or we will sanction them. The American sanctioned them while they were in position. George Weah could not even fire a person that was on international sanction.
Perkins, I'm wondering, is it you try to take our attention from the topic and that's why you're going to George Weah?
No, when you phrase the question.
We are talking about the drugs infestation that going on your president right now, the man you support. But you are doing a red herring. You're trying to take our attention from the issue. I mean, you guys should take accountability for what you are doing for your
students. Guys, I'm not part of nothing. So yes, what I'm saying is, Joseph Boakai government, you know, like you said, Liberian people are always certified with at least. I don't want to be at least. But we have seen some signs of accountability from Joseph Boakai end. I still don't trust it. I don't believe that they will prosecute these guys to really dismantle the cartel and get bigger names that, you know, that will really put the cartel operation to a halt. I don't believe the government is capable to do that. But we are seeing some flashes of what they think they can do. So we applaud that. But because, first of all, you got people like Samuel Toa who operated in your own country. For instance, you carry the man to court, you make the man go free, you come by, you say, oh, the man are free, jury temporary. All these cases you're losing in your own country, then a cartel that all over the world, and then you'll be able to dismantle. I can see that happening. They can minimize their operation, maybe, but it's a huge fight. But I'm saying that the government here is doing well with fighting drugs by firing people and calling people names. The last 6 years, we didn't see nothing like that, you know. So that's a right step in the right direction. Let's applaud them. But Joseph Boakai government is not a government that is doing drugs or selling drugs. The drugs is all over. Like I said, America has the most sophisticated intelligence and security in the world, and their country is still being infested with drugs. So cartel operation is everywhere in the world. Now, if you see your government stepping up to shame people, to fire people, to prosecute people and incarcerate people, then they are doing the right thing. Unlike a government who played deaf ear to those things. So we got to know that, and it's so sad that people like you, Dag, will support George Weah coming back to power. I'm extremely disappointed. Extremely disappointed. You know, Liberians will make that mistake again because they don't have a choice. Joseph Boakai is not a good man. Joseph Boakai is corrupt. George Weah is corrupt. Ellen was corrupt. So regardless of who you elect, you will still deal with a corrupt leader. So I'm not supporting anybody. I'm just saying I'm so sad for Liberia because we don't have a choice but to elect the same looters. And that's my point.
Okay, Perkins, thank you. Thank you for your take. So, I mean, you see, I think this is a facade, right? Perkins, you made a pertinent point. And the point you made was, I mean, according to you, this is your administration. You support Joseph Boakai because I ask you and you say, yes, you support the administration. So you can't run for it. But you said, you made a point, you said, if Joseph Boakai government cannot declare Samuel Toa guilty, how is it that they're going to declare drug dealer guilty? So, this tells me this is a scary prospect for your administration. So even if those they send it to court right now are declared not guilty, Perkins government will say, you know what, that jury tampering. You put a jury in jail. You see, Perkins, your government is not sophisticated. The country is on a serious risk right now, under the watch of Joseph Boakai and Perkins. The country is in serious trouble right now. Now, I don't know what I agree with you, Perkins, when you say corruption cannot be eliminated, but it can be minimized. You see, this is the leadership philosophy of Perkins and the Joseph Boakai administration. Their job, even though they know corruption is visible, is palpable, is all over the place, they can't eliminate it. They will minimize it because they want certain people to still enjoy the resources of the country. I think, again, to be fair, right? At least the media, the pressure from the media has made President Boakai to take some sort of action. So if somebody should get credit, it should be from the opposition, especially the CDC that been pressuring Joseph Boakai to make sure at least some action is taken. We should also give credit to Spoon Talk, those guys on Spoon Talk and other platforms that pressured Joseph Boakai, because had pressure not come from these forces, different media outlets, Joseph Boakai would not take any action. So we want to say thanks to the people, but no thanks to Joseph Boakai. I would know that Joseph Boakai is serious for fighting corruption if Joseph Boakai will recommend himself for prosecution. Why? Well, Joseph Boakai used 10 million of our resources, of our money. The first thing they ask him, he said, I don't know. Then they push him. Then the man said, oh, the building is being built by the Mountain River Union. The Mountain River Union put out a statement and said, no, we don't know anything about that. $10 million housing project in Lofa County. And Perkins is telling me this man is fighting corruption. You see, they said the snake can start getting rotten from the head. All right? Let's start the prosecution from Joseph Boakai first. Let Joseph Boakai account for our $10 million before I can take him seriously. Going to the honor people and leaving out yourself, it's not fighting corruption. It's not fighting drug dealer. You can protect yourself. So, Patrick, tell Joseph Boakai, if he is actually for transparency and accountability, let's start with himself first. How did our $10 million go into your project in your village in Lofa County? You were in power for 12 years, and you were in power as Minister for Agriculture, and we don't have one machine in Lofa County. But all of a sudden, Joseph Boakai now is the president of the country, and $10 million, and they're asking you, say, the Mountain River Union. That is even lying on an oath.
Doc.
Yeah.
I don't know, the audio is kind of low.
For real?
Yeah.
Maybe it's from your end. Let's see. Let me test mine. No, I think it's from your end. Patrick, is my audio low?
Your audio is very loud and clear.
Right. I think so. It's from your end, Perkins. Yeah. So Perkins, that's why I want us to bring not Joseph Boakai, but President Weah back, so that something can be done for our people. Again, I don't support George Weah for the mistake he made. All right. But I'm looking at what he did or what he was doing, or what he was trying to do. If we had given George Weah ample time, or had he not considered defeat, Liberia would have been farther in terms of housing for the poor people, better health care, doctors, people being sent across to specialize instead of having 3 dentists in the country. Having more hospital, Bapolu or other county, maybe Sinoe County will have a better hospital right now that Chie and Joseph Boakai they can't do right now. All right? Even to make the government eclectic, to get ministers from all over the place, Joseph Boakai got the majority of the people from Lofa County. Who in Sinoe County is from Sinoe County besides the late Grace Smith that were there before? But Joseph Boakai did not give him that job because he tried to be eclectic. No, he gave the late Grace Smith the job because they were friends for a long time. They went to school together. So it was because of that friendship he gave it to him. But if you look at the division right now, Sinoe County, the whole of Southeast, Joseph Boakai is so divisive. No development going on. They said they brought 200 and some more machine. Patrick, I know Patrick is in Liberia. You were telling me the other day, the July 26th, all the county didn't get a yellow machine. I can't see one machine in Sinoe County. Nothing. Where are the machines? They brought the machine to the country to keep them. What are the machines for? The machines are there to be used. They are instruments, but we don't see the machine being distributed anywhere. But the guys are President Joseph Boakai. But anyway, we want to say thanks to the media for pressuring Joseph Boakai. Thanks to the opposition for pressuring Joseph Boakai to do at least the right thing. But Joseph Boakai should hold himself accountable first. Our $10 million cannot go to Joseph Boakai and nobody holding you accountable and you holding other people accountable. Let the man start holding himself accountable first. That's how justice starts. A real man who believes in justice. He will say, you know what? I have to be taken to court for the $10 million as a matter of fact, for lying to the Liberian people to say that Mano River Union building for peace conference. I don't know what the man is talking about. So, guys, let's move to the last thing so we can call it a day. I had to go take my wife out for the big day, but we have to do something to take the Unity Party government out. Unity Party been destroying our country. Ellen Johnson said he brought the rebel child state, they destroyed the country. And Joseph Boakai, they are destroying the country with drugs right now. The man forced. You know what I mean? 11 officials in your government? That is a rotten government. The government is messed. Security, they say intelligent people that are doing criminal investigation, they are said they are criminal. Think about it. What hope do we have under this man administration? No hope. So, but the last one I want us to talk about before we call it a day is this one here, Patrick. Let me play the video and then we can talk about it quickly. Damn it, my internet, sometimes my device can freeze. But I wanted to play a video. Patrick is sharing in the chat room about the people burning stuff. So, I can't get to the video right now. My stuff is frozen. So, but the question I want us to probe right now is open air drug incineration environmentally friendly? We got the Environmental Protection Agency in Liberia, and that's why I wanted to play the video, but sorry, I can't get to it. But Patrick, the people are burning drugs, in the open air. And people are ingesting the chemical. Okay, they say that drugs are bad substance, but they're burning it in the air and they're they're polluting the whole air, and people still, you don't see it, but it macroscopically being absorbed by people. It's environmentally friendly, as a matter of fact, to do such a thing, burning tires with drugs. So, Patrick, let's talk about the drug burning stuff, and then, and what role does the EPA, because that's their job, to protect the environment, and they're looking at Joseph Boakai and Perkins' administration, they're polluting our air. Actually, they're polluting our air. Right now, they're burning drugs. They can't even get a basic incinerator to burn drugs so that it will be safe. Joseph Boakai is building $10 million home, but they can't buy incinerator. They're burning drugs. I don't want to say more right now, but Patrick, what do you think about that, man?
Yeah, so the decision or the method of drug disposal in this country has been very wrong environmentally, and everyone that attended that program, everyone that stood at that occasion, the day they left that area to today, they are still charged. Yeah, they are still charged, and this is reality. I remember every June 25th in this country or around the world is Anti-Drugs Day, June 25th. So what the government does around the world in every country on June 25th, that day is set aside to burn all drugs. Yeah.
Patrick, I want to play the video now. At least I can get to it so you can see what we are talking about here. What Joseph Boakai is doing to the country.
And tell us where you follow from. Share the live and tell us where you follow from. This is Liberia SD News Network. My name is Samson Debbie Weah. Allies, you come in the Southeast Pride Journalist here, coming to you live from outside the nation capital, Monrovia, here in Magibi County.
Imagine that. One more time.
Tell us where you follow you from. Share the live and tell us where you follow you from. This is Liberia, SL News Network. My name is Samson Debbie Weah. You call me the Southeast Pride Journal. They see here coming to you live from outside the nation capital, Monrovia, here in Magibi County.
All right, Patrick, go ahead. See what is going on in the country. That's what I mean, burning all that toxin, put it in the air.
Yeah. So other countries dispose, narcotics, in waterways, or they use other means. But in Liberia, the means they use is very dangerous. I remember that was during the army time. Army used to monitor, and observe the drug thing, the burning. And I had the opportunity to cover that program, that burning. I mean, God, when I went home that day, everybody that is not addressed to drug issue, they hear that that can't take it, or that don't know what it does really in the body. I mean, it was a serious problem. And for the DA officers, for them, it's not bad because they like it so much. I mean, you could see the guys putting their noses in the smoke.
I mean, they are getting high from it.
Yeah. So look, I said they were burning the drugs. They were burning the drugs. I mean, I could see the guys going close to the smoke. While people running away, while we running away a distance, the guys there. Nothing going on in their. Nothing going on in their. So what happened the weekend? What happened?
Where you follow you from? Share the live and tell us where you follow you from. This is Liberia, SL News Network. My name is Samson Debbie Weah. You call me the Southeast Pride Journal. They see here coming to you live from outside the nation capital, Monrovia, here in Magibi County.
Patrick, go ahead, sorry, man, for interrupting your speech.
Yeah. So indirectly, the joint security indirectly traded drugs indirectly on that day. They traded already. People inhale the smoke. People got charged. All right. People got intoxicated. People got diesel. All right, from that smoke. And I think there's a need to recommend new method. All right, there's a need to recommend new method. Either something in the form of cremation. And I don't know. I'm not saying I call it physically. How cremation. The other product, what it does, whether it puts out smoke, whether it puts out smoke, or what it does. But I think something in that mental, can be done. But to burn those things is very dangerous. Is harmful to the health of the communities, even to the birds flying, because we have to protect the ecosystem now. The ecosystem, the environment, all got to be protected. And I think that mental is very wrong. They have to change it, they have to improve it, and find another way.
Patrick.
Go ahead, Perkins.
But Patrick said even the birds are flying, getting hot. The same bird why you can take rubber going to be kidding to eat it, now you worry about them. But here's the thing. I think the entire country was getting high on those days. Everybody was inhaling the cocaine, the smoke of the cocaine, and some people were enjoying it. Some people, was happy. But Doc, I had some security intelligence a few days ago. So you see, as these drugs that the government say they're burning, usually, like when those drugs are seized by the government, they are relocated to a quote-unquote safe location. So what they do there is they package it, like for instance the cocaine now, and all the boxes were in and those stuff they're in. the government kind of purchased those same boxes and put enough powder and white powder and white dust into the boxes and seal them up like the way the cocaine looking, and then they transport the actual cocaine itself, and then they leave those powder them in that location, and then when time comes, they say, "Oh, we're gonna go burn them," and that's a pretense. So the actual drugs probably already left the country, and I just the facades they were carrying on down there, say the burning cocaine. Almost half $1 billion worth of cocaine. Now you burn down that like that we see blah 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 blah. I think that's so
Somebody
scam.
said that pregnant. Somebody said they never burn drugs, but ordinary leaves.
Huh?
I said Mr. Jawi said that leaves they were burning that cocaine.
Exactly. Exactly. $500 million cocaine. Like, hey, you sit down there, you say, "Oh, you can't put tired into that." But man, let people leave you alone, man. The cocaine already left the country. Those were dust that they put in the same packages of the cocaine. I say they were burning down there, but the actual cocaine already left. But yeah, environmentally, maybe it's not healthy. For whatever else they were burning, but we've been here for a while now. I'm not going to drag this issue on, so we can do our closing if you want, and then we'll move on. But yeah, that's the situation. But Doc, hold on. Let me go out and come back in. My audio just keep being low, so let me go back and come. Yeah.
All right. All right, good. All right, Patrick. Yes, my take though. Yeah. Oh, sorry, I put you somewhere in the corner there. All right, this is what I wanted. We have to do better as a country, Patrick. This one I'm not going to politicize it. I'm going to think of it from the health perspective, right? Our leaders, they got to do better. We can't have people burning. I mean, something that they say is dangerous, and then they're burning it publicly. I mean, if you look at the place they were burning, it's not even isolated from it, like in the middle of that little city or town, whatever. You could see the houses. I mean, how you do that to your people? I mean, even though I say I don't want to politicize it, why didn't they go burn it next to Joseph Boakai house? Why they gotta go burn? I mean, so-called drugs in the middle of a town. And I was just doing your research, right? Because especially we live in a day of, let's say ChatGPT. All you have to do, chat, it will do the research for you. I just put a prompt in there. I say, how much does it cost to get drugs incinerator, right? And it gave me a couple of prices. It said the small portable one or incinerator, it costs like $10,000 to $50,000. Okay. If you want to get a medium pharmaceutical one, it's $50,000 to $250,000. If you want a high capacity or one, then it says somewhere from 5 million to 50 million. It says plus. Okay. Joseph Boakai built $10 million house in a village that he hardly goes. But they can't get an incinerator. If you can't get 5 million from one, they can get a $50,000 one or the $10,000 one to burn drugs. That way, when I go in the community and people were not ingest, like Patrick was saying, that what the security officer, they were so excited because they were high. That's why you see all of them, they start, they sinking. The man, Patrick, I was like, the professional people in our country, they say security professional. And the man is excited like a bunch of kids. They're singing, whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm like, what's going on here? A Patrick country, what they call the audience republic. And you see the national leaders acting the cage. Wow. When the guys doing the tea packet, like back when we used to be beginning on, we'll go on the farm, we'll branch the farm. And how excited the guys were burning, drugs. Some of them, they are not wearing masks, nothing. I was like, you know what? The country, that mess. Another thing I saw, I think it's kind of low off the subject, but the security one time, when they got those drugs cartel of guys when they put them in the car, and then, Frankie, it's so strange to see a security man with gun, rifle with a high-class criminal sitting on the same seat at the back of the vehicle. I'm like, this guy is a high-class, sophisticated criminal, and you put I mean, they put two I can say two of them, and they put hand on the two of them, one hand, and they made it free. I was like, you want to, man, Liberia is so dangerous. How can you put armed man and the security in the same, I mean, a criminal in the same place? How you do that? How? But Perkin, let me get you a little bit. When I was working in correction, right, for example, one of the training we had was, it was trained to me, I mean, like U.S. law, but I mean, when you're escorting an email, right? They said, because it will always be two person. One person will have the weapon, and the other person will not have weapon. So they say if one person, say for example, the email attacks one person, say pregnant, you don't have, and you get attacked, I shouldn't go there. Yes, I go there if I'm carrying a weapon. I should watch you for that dude to beat you up. The reason is, it said if you get involved, there's a probability that a guy will confiscate your weapon and will be more dangerous. So the rather you stay away, don't get involved in it. So the point I'm trying to make is, you have high class criminal. The men that are trafficking drugs, and you put security with long rifle in the same place. Why ain't that man so due that police, that hungry police man back there? They better get beat that motherfucker and take sorry for my friend, and take the weapon from him. And then everybody in that car will be gone. So Patrick, I don't know what kind of security training some of these men that they gave them. I have no idea. Yeah, but it's so strange. So, but we are not safe in our country. Even burning drugs, it poses harm to us. And we say we got EPA, Patrick. They say they get EPA, Environmental Protection Agency, and they have nothing to say. They don't give no guidelines. And the government cannot afford $10,000 incinerator to burn drugs, but Joseph Boakai gonna get $10 million home. But that's true. It's Liberia, guys. It's a wonderful show. If you want to give your closing thought, let's start with Patrick. So now internet can be glacial. So Patrick, let's give a closing thought, man. But Patrick, sorry, man. Quickly before you come in, I want to just do a quick commercial to remind our people, about this. Our convention is coming up. Please, this, if you are not made your payment, please do so. USAA National Convention. We are in a month now. It's from the 13th to the 16th in Minnesota. We'll be in Minnesota for the convention. Perkins, I hope you'll be there. The national leaders, they will be there. Yeah. So let get the people out. And as a matter of fact, I just Patrick, next week show, the president reached out to us, and the vice president will be here again for a last commercial for the convention. So they will be our guests. I'll put the flyer out. But we just want to remind our people, it will be a wonderful event in Minnesota. Come and support us. Mr. Talley will be our special guest, our guest speaker. He wants to run for president as well. And Patrick, maybe we'll use that opportunity to have a little one-on-one with him about, his presidential. I know he came here before as our guest, but we'll have the opportunity again to talk to him in person, Yeah, but I just want to make that quick announcement to our viewers. That being said, Patrick, let's get your closing thought, man.
Yeah, so thank you, Anderson. Before I give my closing thought on the topics of today, I saw something on Facebook, I want to just briefly react to it and set the record straight. So I saw something of a little Palava hut constructed by Liberian, somewhere in San Quentin. And then for the dedication, the representative, Alex Noon, had the time to also meet with some people on the same Palava hut. But then he said something that the place was constructed and there were no seats, sort of bench, and so as a result of that, he took piece of plastic chairs there. The thing is, it based on statements. Anyway, but I'm not responding to the statements. The thing is, if the people deserve better, truly, and maybe the Palava hut built by Liberian maybe it's not befitting of the people based on what they deserve, then I don't know also too whether plastic chairs, plastic chairs in the 21st century is something that the people can deserve, or plastic chair is deserving, or the people really deserve plastic chairs too. And the people that deserve one oppose. Okay, let me tell the people that nobody should do projects with one oppose, project with debt breaks, and and then you get them at the same time you get them plastic chairs. So it one oppose and a plastic chair, which could benefit somebody. It one of and plastic chairs. It says yes. It one of post and plastic chairs compete for 6 years, which could survive 6 years. And so we gotta be very, very objective for our politics. I believe that reaction was unfair to Honorable it should be appreciated for doing that little project for the people. That's what he got to do. And but to say I gave it, you answer CSO. I put in chairs here. It shouldn't be plastic chairs. Well, even if the men pay with one post, but it shouldn't be plastic chairs. That's one point I want to very make clear that we should be constructive and very appreciative of each other when we do something within the politics of the district. Having said that, I mean, decision number 3 is becoming convoluted. People are coming in. Decision number 1, decision number 2. Yes, Liberia as a whole is gearing up for 2029. And yes, I know the race will be very interesting. On the issue of Nyenpan's declaration of intent to contest against Kaswachie, it's not going to be a small battle because Kaswachie, from the way he has positioned himself, 11 years, by 2029, he'll be 11 years in office by 2029. If he wins another 9 years, he will be the only senator to be given 20 years in the whole history of the county in post-war Liberia. So yes, 11 years is the second. It will be the second longest serving senator, to Joseph Boakai, who served only 13 years. So I mean, it's not going to be a small battle actually, because the man is solidifying himself and doing some stuff. And Bola Nyenpan, Taba Nyeswa, Mr. Tiaje, for any of them to bring Chia down, they must be ready. They must be ready and prepared adequately to face him. On the issue of we are coming back with a declaration of intent also too. I think constitutionally that's it. But where will be the Mahama? Most likely, from the look of things. From the look of things, he might be like Mahama, and he might be like Donald Trump. Donald Trump was given 1 term, he left, he came back with a force. Now he's president again. John Mahama was defeated, and he left, reconsolidated. He came back with a force. He's now president. In Liberia, where could be one of them, Mahama or Trump? And if he reconsolidates, if he re-strategizes, and puts himself together, with the right team, not those hooligans and looters like he got around himself, 6 years ago. No, I don't think so. I don't think with that he can make a good team. On the burning of the drugs and the dismissal, I mean the president is on course with that. It's not easy to break a cartel. It's not easy. America has never succeeded in that breaking of cartel. All right, Great Britain and other powerful nations have not succeeded. Liberia won't succeed so easily. But at least with the level he has got, with the level of support and commitment, I believe the president and his team, they will succeed to some level to minimize, all right, or reduce the influx of cocaine and drugs in the country. And those who are in government and think that they can trade the future of the country for their own aggrandizement, they should get ready to face the wrath of the president. And the president, with the action he has taken so far, this is a warning to all those who think they can aid and abet the trade or trafficking of drugs in the country. I will say again, thanks to you, Madison, and my brother Perkins. USA convention is in Minnesota. See you there from August 13th to the 16th. And I want to say congratulations to Sis Media White, the vice president of Puerto level in North Dakota, for her new for her wedding successfully. I want to say again congratulations to all those who have celebrated a birthday. Negatu's right. The CEO of Sinoe Forum yesterday was a birthday. I want to say belated happy birthday to you, my brother. Thanks for your guidance, and leadership of the forum. We appreciate everything you've been doing, for that forum. So, yeah, Madison, thank you so much, my brother, for your mentorship and leadership as well. To Shelly, enjoy your stay in Egypt, with our brother-in-law, and everybody who has been online supporting us and following us. I want to say thanks for always being there with us. If you have interest in coming on the show, you can reach out to any of us, Perkins, Madison, myself, or Shelly, to express an interest, and we can bring you on. Hope we can bring Ojuku Nyenpan on next weekend, or maybe any other person that will be available. So that we can discuss some development issues for Liberia. Thank you, Madison, and thank you, Perkins.
Thank you, Patrick. Lebron Perkins, your closing thought.
Yes, it was a beautiful show. We discussed a lot of important things concerning our country and Sinoe County. I want to say once again, happy anniversary to you, Doc, and the First Lady. You guys enjoy your day and be blessed according to the will of the universe. I want to say happy belated birthday to extended cousin of mine as well, Jemu Zaza. I didn't see Jemu in forever. Hope she enjoyed her day and had a blast. The convention, the USAA convention, you guys mentioned, starts from the 13th to the 16th, and the 16th happens to be my birthday. What a week that will be! So yeah, we also are waiting and ready, and can't wait to go to that convention and make things happen. Now, to put everything simply, I would say maybe we, the Liberians, just need to keep trying people until maybe somebody stick. Ellen Johnson did not work. Okay, George Weah did not work. Joseph Boakai will probably not work. Let's go to Kwame. If it doesn't work, let's go to Donkey. If it doesn't work, let's go to Musa. If it doesn't work, let's go to Gonglo. Let's just keep going. But we cannot say a guy that failed us 6 years ago. And so because Joseph Boakai government is failing now, so we should bring that man back. And that's the kind of change we need as a country. No. There are so many other political people in Liberia. So like I said, if Boakai fail, let Kwame come and fail too. Let Musa Bedete fail. Let Gonglo fail. Let Duncan fail. Let everybody fail. Then we know we have tried all options and nothing worked. But we cannot go back to a government that killed 4 to 5 auditors in row, just days in between after the
allegedly.
Allegedly. The auditor did not die. The auditor did die, right?
Allegedly. You don't have evidence to prove that claim.
We don't have evidence to prove that the auditor died?
No, that the government did it.
Well, the government did not investigate their deaths. We don't have an official report on their death. So obviously the government knows about their death. That's why nothing has been done or said about it. So yes, a guy who runs a government that will kill 5 to 6 auditors in row without anything happening to that. A man whose administration seized $100 million drugs and nobody went to jail. Nobody got fired. Everybody went free. $200,000 was seized with that drug. They put it in the man's pocket. The man who had 40 to 45 condominium built in less than 6 months of his administration. The man who have a Jamaica resort where everybody go, drink, and rape children. The man who got all the 10 to 16-year-old girls in Liberia, call them the Weah Project. This is the kind of man that our people want us to bring back as a president. And these kind of conversations can only happen amongst Liberians. Like I said, no serious country will ever have that kind of conversation. Any serious country, that man will have been behind bars. It is a disgrace that Doug and myself, we are on the show. We want to beat on Sonny Boy Noah. We want to beat on Meton Tiajiden. We want to beat on other government officials for being corrupt, and we want them to be accountable to the people. But then when it comes to George Weah, with everything that we know and he has done to that country, we say no, he is the best man for the country. It's a shame. We cannot be talking from two sides of our mouths. We got to be honest when we say we are people that want to say the truth regardless of where it's coming from. We should mean it. We shouldn't be partial. George Weah is the biggest disgrace Liberia have ever faced. One question I have for Dak is, do you believe that Ellie Johnson government was corrupt?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
All right. Do you also believe that George Weah government knew that Ellie government was corrupt?
I can speak for George Weah, you know. Okay. So I'm not a spokesperson. I just give my opinion why I think he's the best person for the country.
Right. So you, as a citizen, you believe that Ellie government was corrupt?
Yeah.
All right. And then we elected George Weah. One would have thought, even when that government wasn't corrupt, one would have thought there should be some sort of audit that will go on from a 6 years rule. I just gave you an instance. The woman came to power and audited Judy Bryant that only run the country for 2 years. The woman ran the country for 12 years. And then you come to power and now one audit report from your government, that in itself tells you that the man had different intention for the country. And he did exactly what he came to do, and to loot the country. So we will stay here and we'll let our people know that when you hear the name George Weah, you should run. And good thing is, one of the 2 votes Joseph Boakai won by, that the Liberian people decided, the same Liberian people that elected George Weah, decided to not vote for him again. So those same Liberian people, they are still in Liberia. They have a reason why they rejected George Weah. And that reason will remain. Even when Boakai failed, George Weah not coming back. When Boakai failed,
our viewers say they want to say you don't have any proof. One of the viewers.
Any proof of what?
Read the comment.
First of all, she started with saying shut up. So she's a woman who does not respect herself for using that kind of language. I'm not going to entertain that. I'm not going to answer her.
All right, I'll go ahead.
Yes. Those are the kind of disrespectful, ignorant people that we're talking about.
That local president of for Minnesota chapter.
I would deal with her from her comment.
No,
I will. You're telling me to shut up.
Practice. If you are in the media, you can't be too emotional.
I'm not emotional. I'm in the media. If you attack me, I will tell you exactly how I feel. She cannot tell me to shut up. She can articulate her comments with respect. Now, the way she started her comment shows the kind of person she is. She's disrespectful. She should not be around any leadership. If I happen to meet that kind of individual, physically, I will put her in your place. Next time you're commenting, start with respect. We can agree and disagree without disrespecting each other, okay? So you don't tell somebody, shut up. What is wrong with you? What kind of woman are you?
So Parkin, just to put you a little bit, so if George Weah's son or daughter watching and you say he's a biggest disgrace, do you want that person to be happy, or they should come at you like that too? Like when you come at her?
Okay, so here's the thing. I'm a media personnel. Liberian people did not hire me to be a media personnel. I'm not a political figure. I do not account to the Liberian people for what I say or what I do. George Weah does. We elected him to be a leader. So if he fails, it is our responsibility to hold him accountable for his failures.
So let me see, I heard you correctly. Did I hear? So if you are not in power, you are not accountable?
I'm not a politician. Liberian people did not elect me to do nothing for them. They cannot hold me accountable. If Liberian men insult me, I'll insult them right back, because I am not.
Frank is being a media person. You are a public figure, right? You are in the media. I mean,
I'm not a public figure. I'm a media personnel.
Yeah, then you are in the public. You are communicating with the whole world right now. So you are a public figure, right? You are in the public. So that's why I'm saying emotional intelligence is important. So that one word should not turn you, into, going, okay, two wrongs don't make a right? So if you say she is wrong, then you come in at her like that, then you're contradicting yourself.
No, or that. That's not a contradiction. There is a thing they call speaking your mind and putting people in where they belong. I did not insult her. I just told her she must be respectful when she's commenting. Because if she insult me, I probably will not insult her back on the show. But I would tell her that I'm not even going to entertain her comment because it starts up being disrespectful to me. So I have
I mean, I don't agree with the first portion of the comment that I agree with, right? But I mean, you're telling us this is how you should comment, so then you come here across as a dictator and you say you're somebody who supports freedom of speech, but you want people to speak certain way or the right certain way, right?
That we as humans have a responsibility to speak with each other with respect. That is not you being a dictator to anybody. If a person sees you all the time, for instance, and just insult you, and you tell the person, please do not insult me, I did not do nothing wrong to you. Is that you being a dictator to what the person must say to you? No, you did not disrespect them, so you don't expect them to disrespect you. If they do disrespect you,
I agree with you. No disrespect. Don't start with if you don't want to get it back. But I don't think you should reciprocate like that. Especially when you say, "Oh, the person is a lady," right? If you say that's a lady, then of course be a gentleman, right? Instead of, sometimes you don't insult people or tip or tie, right? You don't say the same thing, but the elevation of your language, the page, the way you come across, the emotional, your body language, it tells people that you are retaliating. In other words, you might not say another word,
That.
Yeah.
Unless you are not a human, then you will not retaliate to things that will be said or done to you. I'm a full-fledged human being. If somebody that I don't know is watching my show and disagree with the things I'm saying and said, listen, my brother, you are wrong. This is what you said, and this is why you are wrong. Then we're having a conversation. If you stop up with insults, I'm going to tell you, I'm not going to read that comment. I'm not going to entertain that comment. And moving forward, if I even have to meet a person like that, I will speak my mind to them directly. Being a gentleman does not mean I don't have feelings or I don't have emotions. We all have feelings and emotions. So if a person disrespects you and you put them in their place, that does not mean you are not a gentleman. If she was lady enough, she wouldn't say what she said.
I follow you. You are right. You are right. But probably when somebody says shallow your mouth, can be angry. What do you think of the person who you are telling their father is a disgrace?
I just told you that person's father is a public figure who was elected to do a piece of job. I am not elected by anybody. So if you can't hold me accountable for nothing.
No, you still have responsibility to public. You are a public figure on the media.
Right. So I come here to give my analysis about issues that are going on in Liberia. I don't get paid to do it. Liberian people did not hire me to do it. Now, I follow the policies of my platform to be respectful, to be gentle, to come here and give my opinion. If I go against the rules of my program, I will pay for that. That is what I hold accountability to, not to the Liberian people for nothing. I speak my mind.
For parking, you still hold some sort of obligation to the listener, the audience, the people that you're following.
Right.
Yeah, I like the approach. You read it, come and you say, I'm not going up. You got the right to do that. I think that was good. But if you say you're not speaking to it, and then you start to, coming up, if you telling you that you're local president, you say, I don't care, what I'm saying?
The fact that she's a local president, I'm curious to meet her physically. I'm serious.
Because I did that for you to slow down, but then he's still well fireable. You didn't say anything foul to her, right? So that's a good thing. Yeah, but I want you to give your opening talk, closing talk, so we can get a call there.
Yeah, hold on. I don't know how much.
Yeah, that guy.
Oh my man.
Yeah, so they were calling you, eh? They were calling you.
She must send to a few days, so people say, "Oh, I may not answer on your phone now. In on Voice of Sinoe in live." So calling. Yeah, no, but seriously though, we
man, you called Joe. We are failure. We must say you're a failure too, my man.
She doesn't know me, so she can say that I know George Weah.
You got interesting, but go ahead, man. Sorry,
She doesn't know.
your leg.
She doesn't know nothing about me. We all know everything about George Weah. We made him president, and he failed us, so he's a failure. You cannot tell me I'm a failure if you don't know nothing that I fail in. So yeah, that is that. But yeah, George Weah is the biggest disgrace of mankind. But just because Joseph Boakai failed does not mean George Weah should come back. No, let's keep trying other people until we get it right. Maybe I always say the good book that these Christians believe in, it says certain things are not meant to change. Certain things are meant to remain as they are forever. And I believe a country like Liberia is meant to be just like that. Take it or leave it. Now, when it comes to my dear big brother Ojuku Nyenpan declaring his intention to run for the senatorial position in Sinoe County, I think that's beautiful. I think we as media personnel should create a publicity for him from now on to 2029. If we really want him to come to that position, we should play our part every step of the way.
Yeah, let the man draft something for me. We can be campaigning for him. The man got to draft something for us.
I see what the other commenters say. Joe, we are maybe superintendent in Sinoe County. Like, why you won't bring him back?
Just you're talking about.
Yeah.
I want superintendent John. I want campaigning for John.
Yeah. So let's support Mambutu. I'm sorry, Ojuku. The older brother, our older brother and senator that passed some years ago. Still remember him. So yes, Ojuku will be a better choice for the county. We as youth, we respect him a lot. Like I said, he's an intelligent guy. He gravitate to everybody.
So you want to send $700 for a campaign too, man? You sent $700 for George Weah?
Yeah, but for Ojuku, I will be boots on the ground. I will be boots on the ground and make things happen. Yeah, we thought George Weah was coming. I know because all the money the boy made in UAE, it all.
Kolo asking you, I mean, the 700, which community you send it to?
Does it matter, Kolo? Does it really matter? If you want to say no, you didn't send $700, then I want a different debate. But which community I send it to, it really don't matter. Well, I grew up in so many different communities in Liberia, but that money went straight to Bananville Estate, where the last place I reside before coming to America. Bananville Estate. I know a lot of people from.
I'm glad you said because I'm coming push you now because we're talking about transparency, accountability. You don't want to tell where you send the money.
Yeah, I sent it to my boy. When I sent it to one of my people who came here now, he said, "My man, they send me. I'm going to take my money. I'm going to do something." I said, "No man, I beg you, I go vote for our man." But after 6 months, the man come in and say, "See how telling what we are." The man in the country will see the man hungry, and I bring people the man president. What you expect that man to do? And that was true. The man was hungry already, and then Liberia people resurrected him, so he made himself over the rich, and then he won't come back. I'm begging you, man. Now smoking.
All right, Perkins. Thank you. That's your view. We respect your view. Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say thank you so much for following us today. We appreciate you. Sorry we could not take call today, but next time we'll try to do our best to take some calls from you. Yeah, again, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube page, Voice of Sinoe in the Diaspora. At least we got 400 members now, or subscribers. We really want to hit, let's hit 500, you know. The channel is growing. Please, let's do that. In closing, we want to say congratulations to Ojuku Nyenpan for stepping up to the plate. You cannot be an auditorium of knowledge and skills and insights and you sit back. You can't do that. You can't be sitting back and we have, let me get something here. And we have Ayatollah, who is now criticizing Pay Billion for being Palava Hut and he put plastic bed there. But he is in our Capitol building and wearing sunglasses and get hater on like Arab man. He wearing hater. He doesn't know who he is. And he the one criticizing people. By the way, I got a breaking news for us, guys. They say something about Noah said he got a new video that he wants us to bring here. And I can't wait to get a video. So my intelligence source told me that the man said he wants us to showcase his development in Sinoe County. I can't wait to get that video. Yes, so we can at least promote, because I'm not against it, man. Once I want to see the development you're talking about and compare it to houses. When those development better than certain houses, I will praise him here. But if he brings anything where horses will be better than, they will have a problem, you know. But let's see. I don't want to jump before the cat, but we want to say thanks to Ojuku again for stepping up to the plate. Yeah, the Liberia is for all of us. And let's try our best. Next time, maybe we can bring Perkins too, you know, to do better than George Weah. And he calling George Weah a disgrace. You know, but again, I want my son to be like George Weah. Or if I have a son, I don't have a son, but a daughter, my kids, to aspire to greatness, to be the world best, to be African best, to be a UN ambassador, to be senator, and to be president of the Republic of Liberia. And not only did he become president of Liberia, the man was championing education for all, and not for just the elite. No, you say, you know what? Everybody must get knowledge, because that's why our Constitution says it says mass education of the people. How do we massively educate the people? Well, they need free education, and that's what we are doing, and that's something that I support. You know, I support people. I support George Weah because he wants to increase the longevity of the people. That is, he wants the people to live long, and that's why he was building hospitals across the country, and that is why he was sending doctors, people with medical background. He's sending them abroad to specialize. That is why I think that's what we need in our country. I want somebody like George Weah who are building houses for the honors privilege. They call them different names. Low-income houses for our people. You know, I don't like the word low, you know. Let's build houses for our people. But the man, that's what you are doing. I want somebody who are building recreational facility in the country. Invincible Park and Unity Park. I mean, the man was doing a lot in the country, building the roads. Even though he did that for 5 years, COVID took 1 year from him, and the guys want the man to perform magic in 5 years to turn Liberia to New York. It's not possible. But the man, he created the opportunities for the people to grow. How is that? Gave them access to free education. That's what George Weah did. And I want him to come back to continue that policy. If George Weah stays there for the next 1 year, or then 1 year, 6 years, you know, he didn't get 6 years the first time, at least in terms of working, you know, the man, our country will be better. We want more educated children. I mean, we just have to make sure that we kind of tweak the curriculum so that the children get skills that once they graduate, they'll be able to do stuff for themselves. And instead of just teaching political courses and things that are not germane to the economy at this point, you know. So, but I want to say thanks to Ojuku for coming up, and we want to say Patrick going away. So, guys, that's how we ended the show for the day. We want to say thank you so much. I don't know. Hold on. Let me read your comments, and then I will call it a day. I'll get from here. Let me get the comments here. Say I'm alone here. I'll just read your comment. I'll call my man. He calling me back. I will call him. But let me read some of the comments here before I call it a day. Please click the link below to subscribe to our YouTube page. Yeah, thank you. Do that, please. Patrick, just put the link there. And Ojuku is our chance for Sinoe County. So true. We will come back. I think district number 3 too will need a female over there now. I think we'll carry Marie Pine. Marie will be a good candidate for district number 3. Yeah, but let's see. She has not declared her intention yet, so I can't tell whether I will support her or not. Let's see here. These are people that are calling other people failure. Okay, so that's Perkins are going back and forth over there. You are talking to him. Now you don't have anything against the president. Okay, there with that comment. I want to just read other comments too. Washington. They burn. Okay, the burning. The men said at least they were burning. They were not burning drugs. Washington from Morovia. We can hear you. Okay, thank you, Shirley. I don't know why you didn't come on, but let's see how it plays out. I mean, you're busy. Please open the phone line. Next time we'll open the lines for you guys. Sorry. Okay, cool there. who paid for the project that are going on now. Cool to see that Jawia paid for the project that Joseph Boakai carry on right now. Madison is seeking for job. LOL. Just say I was cracking up when I saw that comment. I mean, what's wrong with? I mean, Madison is qualified for Sinoe County. Why I can get a job in Liberia? What is wrong with that? So I don't see any issue with that. But I'm not doing it for a job because I get a job right now. I'm not unemployed. So yeah. Blaming former President Weah for drugs in Liberia is illusion. Joe Weah promised Doc to be the superintendent of Sinoe County if he wins. That's a good one. Thank you. Yeah, I don't mind. My man Slewian is doing some work over there. When Slewian leaves, why not? I can get there and supplement and build on what he's doing. The brother isn't say the truth. All right. I don't know who was not saying the truth. Correction, they have been free. They say, oh, the man said the people have been free. The jurors have been free. I'm watching. Thank you for watching, Mandibu. I'm watching from Chocolate City. Thank you for watching. Dr. Yapore Esoteric, please ask Justin which community okay they meant to you at bottom there. I'm following now. I'm sitting with the Kabadi chairman in Quebec community. He is Sinoe. I think that's Sinoe Kala. Okay, the second. All right, sir. Thanks for following. Happy anniversary. Thank you, Morris. Happy anniversary. Thank you, Jerry. Happy blessed wedding anniversary to both of you. Thank you, Maya. And to you, Dr. Yapore Esoteric, my own loving sister. Thank you for being the good husband. Thank you, honey. That's my wife. So sad. R.I.P. Yeah, I think we're talking about the girl that passed away. Happy anniversary to both of you. Thank you, Kolo. Thank you, honey. All right, so I just wanted to read a comment without leave. Thank you, Madam President Marie. All right, yeah, guys, that's how we're doing it for the day. I want to say thank you so much. See you next Saturday with the leadership of USAA with the final campaign. Marie Pine will be here this time around. She will not stay away. That the final campaign to bring out to create awareness for the convention. So the national president will be here. The vice president will be here. Marie Pine will be here. The queen will be here. It will be a full platform. So be with us here next Saturday. Mark your calendar. It will be a good show. All right. That being said, I want to say thank you. Thank you for joining us today. And we are out. You know, I got to go get some dinner with my wife. All right. So stay safe out there and make sure and subscribe to our YouTube page, Voice of Sinoe. Patrick just posted a link. Subscribe to our show or our Facebook YouTube channel, actually. That being said, let's do it this way. Let's close with this song we started with.
Manager Paiswa. The song is dedicated to Ewali Samson Janyini. They are Grugo, Karajana, happy birthday, Ewali. Nanaga, Monarchy is an onion, not one when you as well. And no say, Chicago, I was a man who lived by your own. Why only one year, boy? Nanaga, but I'm only 1 year, boy. Garaja in Abu, and 1 year, boy. Abu, 1 year, boy, soon. In Abu, Sagia, Nanaga, now baby, you, now baby, you small. Something, Jagine. The answer, Mo, Sagas, not one on you. ne garoja ni ansa again. Ne na so won ja. Si anu ogroti. E konti ya ble to da de bo won ja dere. Mo wan ru na deja. Se le mo wan ru na deja sule.